exceptional, compassionate care. Dignity Health, official healthcare provider of the San Francisco Giants.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free from credit cards, car loan, and personal loans. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards or get some money for home improvement. Hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips, and approval is just minutes away. Call now, 415-808-5721. 415-808-5721. LoanPronto.com. 415-808-5721. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Dwayne Kuiper here for the Hotel Via. Now, I know you've heard that it's at the intersection of sports, entertainment, and technology. But for me, it's much more than that. During the baseball season, it's my second home. Now, I could give you 20 great reasons why I chose the Hotel Via, but it's simple. It's just easier to say that it touches all the bases I need for a good night's sleep. Family owned and operated across the street from Oracle Park, the Hotel Via. Do more than just check it out. Check in.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Back here in San Francisco, Giants and the Mets. Just a few moments ago, the national anthem, proudly sponsored by River Islands. Come home to River Islands in Lathrop and discover the San Joaquin River lifestyle with its lakes, parks, and schools. Start your tour today at riverislands.com.
From the Pulitzer Prize and Tony Award-winning acclaimed musical playing right here in San Francisco, A Strange Loop, please welcome Malachi McCaskill.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The Star-Spangled Banner here this afternoon in San Francisco. The Giants and the New York Mets for the final game of this three-game series. It's the last game the Mets will play in the regular season here at Oracle Park. It's their one visit here this year. Giants have a chance to win 3 in a row against the Mets, get their first series sweep of the season, build their longest winning streak of this early 2024 season. We'll see if they can do it. Starting lineup sponsored by the Dolan Law Firm. They live here, they work here, they win here. DolanLawFirm.com. And we'll start with the Mets, who have now dropped 3 games in a row after winning 6 straight. The Mets have been kind of a streaky team here early in the season. Mets are in 3rd place in the National League East. It's been a very competitive division so far, with the Braves and Phillies both playing really well. Mets are 4.5 games out of first. Brandon Nimmo will hit leadoff for them and play in left field. Their DH today is Starling Marte. He bats second. Shortstop Francisco Lindor is hitting third. First baseman Pete Alonso, he's the cleanup batter. Brett Beatty at third, bats fifth. Tyrone Taylor gets the start in right field here today. First chance we've had to see him play in this series. He's the right fielder. And the sixth place hitter, Jeff McNeil, back in the infield at second base, hitting seventh. Harrison Bader playing center field, hitting eighth. And the catcher for the Mets today, also his first start in the series, Tomas Nido, known as a very good defensive catcher. Nido will bat ninth. The pitcher for the Mets is Sean Manaea, former Giant. Sean, who was a very popular player here and had a great finish to his season last year, signed with the Mets in the offseason. And he's off to a good start. His pitch mix has sort of changed from when we last saw him in a Giants uniform. He's 1-1 with a 4.12 earned run average. He pitched against the Dodgers over the weekend, went 5 innings and gave up 2 runs against them. So in general, it's been a nice start to the year for the lefty Sean Manaea here in the ballpark that he called home over these last couple of years, and now pitching for the Mets. Meanwhile, the Giants, who are 12-13, chance to get back to 500 with a win today. Giants 2 games out at the start of the day in the National League West. Austin Slater still trying to get his season going. We'll see if he can do it today. Slater in right field, batting in a leadoff spot. Wilmer Flores is at hitting second. Michael Conforto, who's had a really nice series in left field, he bats third. Jorge Soler, the DH and the cleanup hitter. Matt Chapman at third base, batting fifth. Patrick Bailey doing the catching for the Giants. He hits sixth. Tyro Estrada, second baseman, and seventh place hitter Tyler Fitzgerald, a chance to play in center field. So Jung-Hoo Lee gets his second off day of this season so far. Fitzgerald in center field, batting eighth, and Nick Ahmed, who's been playing really good baseball for the Giants, he's the shortstop and batting ninth. The pitcher for the Giants is Ryan Walker. It's supposed to be Blake Snell, but in case you missed it, John just mentioned it again, but if you missed the news, Blake Snell's gone on the injured list, a left adductor strain. Not a real indication of exactly how severe that injury is. A moderate strain is how it's been described. Kind of a groin hip muscle. And so the Giants are hopeful that it's not going to be an extended absence for Blake Snell, but he is on the injured list, so that means it's a true bullpen game for the Giants today, and Ryan Walker is the guy who's going to get it started. And in fact, Walker is jogging in from the bullpen as we speak, headed to the mound to get this game started. A message sponsored by Kugelman Law, your tax and crypto attorneys. Schedule a consultation online at sftaxteam.com. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants. Mark Ripperger is the home plate umpire here this afternoon. Ramon Ortiz at first. Alfonso Marquez, the umpire at second, and Lance Barrett is the umpire at third. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard as Walker and the Giants are in the field, and Walker's getting ready to go. One game has gone final, and that involved a team in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks, finishing their series in St. Louis, coming off their huge win last night. They won 14-1 last night. Today, they lost 5-1. The Cardinals came from behind, actually, and beat the Diamondbacks in Jordan Montgomery 5-1. Final score in St. Louis. Everything else is either going to start right when this one does or a little bit later, including the Angels down in Anaheim hosting the Orioles. Red Sox are in Cleveland to play the red-hot Guardians, the Phillies and the Reds. Later this afternoon in Cincinnati, Brewers playing in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. The Nationals hosting the Dodgers again. Lane Thomas, who's off to such a good start this year for the Nats, had to go on the injured list. That's bad news for them. Rays hosting the Tigers. Yankees at home against the A's. Braves at home versus the Marlins. Royals and Blue Jays in Kansas City. Cubs at Wrigley will host the Houston Astros. We'll keep you up to date on our Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. But now we're ready to go. Nimmo, leadoff hitter for the Mets for the first pitch. Here's John Miller.
thinking about getting a new car?
Now the set. Again, the two-strike offering. He struck him out swinging. Sharp breaking ball. One away. 82 miles an hour. They've got quite a difference between that breaking ball at 82 and that 96 mile an hour sinker. Here now is the veteran Starling Marte. He had a 3-hit game last night and a 2-hit game the night before. 5 hits in 8 at-bats in the 2 games, and he lifts a high foul off the right field line. That will go way back out of play. Strike one. The Giants' defensive alignment is sponsored by Stevens Creek Toyota. Over 500 vehicles to choose from. Shop and save today at Stevens Creek Toyota, the obvious choice. Now a slider. Ooh, beauty. It bends back in there over the inside. A slider. Ooh, beauty. Ball with Walker pitching and Bailey catching. An infield of Flores, Estrada, Ahmed, and Chapman first over to third. And Walker pitches. A swinging strike 3. Big sweeping slider that broke off the outside and down out of the strike zone. So 2 down and 2 strikeouts. And here comes Francisco Lindor. The Giants in the outfield have Conforto in left, Fitzgerald in center with Jung-Hoo Lee getting a breather, and Austin Slater in right. Lindor, switch hitter, batting left-handed, and a backdoor slider right over the out. Man, he's just hitting spots brilliantly. The count is 0-1. Lindor, who has gone hitless, he's 0 for 7 with a walk in the series. Now he swings and misses. 97 mile an hour fastball, belled high, blew it right by him. 0-2 the count. Side, and that is going to be an infield hit, and nonetheless it was barehanded by Chapman, and he heaved it over to first base, but much too late to get the speedy. It just hit so poorly that he got a hit on it, and he's a threat to steal, and big. And he tries to do just that on a high fastball, but he missed it. Strike 1. Alonso's got 7 home runs already this year. Walker turns and throws over to first, and back to the bag is Lindor. Mets have stolen 19 bases and have only been thrown out 4 times. However, Lindor, who's had a lot of big stolen base totals in years past, has only 1 steal and has been thrown out twice. The 1-2 pitch, and that is down in the way. I say 1-2. That was the 0-1 pitch, and the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Lindor actually started and abruptly stopped from first base. Didn't want to get thrown out or picked off here with the big bopper in the batter's box. Now a big swing and a miss. Fastball, little backdoor sinker at 95 miles an hour, and the count goes to 1-2. Alonso, 264 batting average, 7 homers, 12 driven in. Here's the stretch. There's Lindor now. He stops, and the pitch is way inside. He started to swing at it, and it hit him. The plate umpire immediately asked Roberto Ortiz, the first base umpire, about the swing, and Ortiz said no, he didn't swing. That ball ran way inside, and suddenly Walker's in a little bit of trouble here. I think he swung at it, number one. I don't know what Ortiz was looking at, because that bat went completely through the across home plate and around. If that's not a swing, there's no such thing. The ball came in, hit him in the looked like the rib cage or the midsection somewhere. How could he say that wasn't a swing?
Now batting, the third baseman.
Anyway,
Number 22, Brett Baty.
no swing. That's official. Now 2 men on for the Mets. So a little slow dribbler has gotten something going for the Mets. Then they hit batsman. The sudden wildness there of Walker, and here is Brett Baty, left-handed hitter. 2 men on, 2 men out. Nothing. First inning, the pitch. Way outside, ball 1. Baty, 268 average, 71 at bats, 1 home run, and 9 batted in, 325 average, 1 homer, 1 double, 17 singles. The 1-0 pitch. Baty bounces a foul off to the left. That was the slider. The slider right now, it's almost like it's a combination breaking ball and changeup for him. And in that instance, he had Baty way out front of it. And he just barely made contact, the ball skimming right off the very tip of the bat. 2 on, 2 out. Nothing score. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul tip. We're coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth here at Oracle Park. And room for you if you're somewhere nearby. You want to come over and join us for Giants baseball, the last visit of the regular season by the New York Mets. Here's the sack, a 1-2 pitch, fastball way off the outside. But this has turned into kind of a high-stress inning for Walker.
He's throwing harder than I think I can ever remember seeing him. That last fastball was 98, but he's not commanding.
Hard, but wild. 2-2 the count, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch on the way, fouled off to the left. And he jammed him at 96 miles an hour, and Baty was able to fight it off. Baty, 24 years old, a first-round draft choice by the Mets 5 years ago, out of high school. Lindor at second, Alonso at first. 2-2 pitch. Swing, and there's a fly ball toward left center. In and to his left, Conforto, the left fielder. He's got it in very shallow left center. And the inning is over. One hit, a hit batsman. That fly ball, the only ball that made it to the outfield. And we go to the last of the first inning. Mets nothing. Giants coming up on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Hey fans, it's Buster Posey. After retiring from baseball, my family returned to the Bay because it felt like home. Being back also means having a place like UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals right here in our backyard. Over the years, I've met some of the most brilliant minds in medicine who are committed to caring for our children. When it comes to treating kids, the team at UCSF gives patients a real home field advantage.
UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals, redefining possible.
Very few things travel farther than a splash hit. The first ever all-electric Chevy Blazer EV with an available EPA estimated 324-mile range and rear-wheel drive on RS is one of them. With its impressive range and 17.7-inch diagonal touchscreen, it's why the Chevy Blazer EV is the 2024 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Chevrolet, official sponsor of the San Francisco Giants. Range on a full charge. Actual range may vary based on several factors, including ambient temperature, terrain, battery age and condition, loading and how you use and maintain your vehicle.
Take me out to Cache Creek Casino Resort. Take me out with the fun crowd. Let's head to the tables, chips in a stack. I don't care if we ever get back. We'll root for a winning hand, then dine and dance the night away. For at Cache Creek Casino Resort, this is your time to come out and play. Cash in at Cache Creek Casino Resort, proud partner of our San Francisco Giants.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here is Austin Slater, the Giants leadoff batter, sponsored by UCSF. Fans, when it comes to caring for kids, UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals gives families a home field advantage. He takes ball 1 from Sean Manaea, the veteran left-hander, a Giant last year. Now a sinker swung on and missed. That was a 91-mile-an-hour sinker. One thing we remember about Minaya coming out of spring training last year was how hard he was throwing. Now a fastball that's too high on the outside. It's 2-1, 92 miles an hour there. It certainly was not unusual for Minaya to hit 95 or so on the radar gun regularly last year. 2-1 pitch. Wow, called a strike. A real total gift there on a cutter up and away that was called a strike by Ripperger. 2-2 pitch. And that is a changeup off the outside for a ball. 3-2. Austin Slater trying to get his bat going. 2 hits, 24 at bat so far for the year. Right-handed hitter. The pitch. Strike 3 call. And again, a gift. Slater thought he had a walk, and it was called a strike. It was close, and maybe you could say close enough to swing at, but just totally away from the target of the catcher, who reached completely across the plate to backhand the ball. And Ripperger gave him the call. So 1 down. Here is Wilmer Flores. And a curveball high and outside for ball 1. The Mets with Sean Minaya pitching. He's been pitching well for his new team. Tall, burly lefty and a fastball. Well, there it is again. That he's reading that pitch an inch or so off the outside corner as a strike. So that is a strike today. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A cutter down and in, out of the strike zone, and it's 1-2. Minaya had been away, and then he came in on that one, and Wilmer went after it. 1-2 the count. Minaya throws, and a curve low and outside. 2-2 the count. Wilmer also off to a slow start, hitting only .207. No home runs yet. He does have 9 runs batted in, 12 hits, 58 at bats. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he bounces it foul. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
This is Giants baseball. Nothing like it.
There's a long drive to right. It's headed for the bay.
On KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco, a Cumulus media station.
And there is a called strike 3 to Wilmer Flores. This is a very big strike zone, and Manaya's taking advantage of it. That was a high fastball up around the lettering on his shirt, well above the belt and above the StatCast computerized strike zone. Well, he's hunting strikes. Good to know, and we'll see if Giants pitchers will take advantage as Sean Jelly is up in the bullpen now. Here is a fastball up on the inside for a called strike to Michael Conforto. The Mets are around the infield with Alonso at first, McNeil at second, Lindor at short, Beatty at third. And there is one at the knees, and that's called a ball. So maybe Ripperger is more likely to give you the high strike than the pitch at the knees. Nimmo in left, Bader in center, Taylor in right. Now, a curveball, and he drops that one right in there at the belt. Strike 2 called. Conforto's had a nice series. He had 2 singles last night, started a big 3-run rally with one of them. And he had a single and a homer the night before. A couple of runs scored. He's had 4 hits in 2 games here against his old team. 2 down, nobody on, nothing score. The pitch. Fouled off to the left and into the second deck. The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Oracle Park. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Now here's a curveball, swung on and missed. He struck him out. Wow, Minaya, and you know he's geared up for this game against a team that had him last year. He strikes out the side in his first inning. We go to the second, and Sean Jelly will come in for the bullpen in relief of Walker. 0-0 on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile Honda CR-V or Accord, all from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on a 2024 CR-V.
Brought to you by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details based on 2023 brand image words from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kbb.com for more information.
Hey, Giants fans, don't miss a single second of all of the action. You can order ballpark favorites and drinks right from your seat in Oracle Park with Uber Eats. Plus, get $10 off of orders of $30 or more when you use code OraclePark10. Just scan the QR code or open the Uber Eats app. Select Oracle Park as your location. Place your order, and we'll let you know when it's time to pick up. Don't forget to save promo code OraclePark10 today for your next visit to Oracle Park. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer expires 11/30/24.
Love, exciting and new. San Francisco, come aboard the original Love Boat, Princess Cruises. Choose from 330 destinations across all 7 continents while enjoying world-class dining and entertainment and connecting with loved ones. Book your Princess Cruise now and save up to 35% plus 3rd and 4th guest sale free on select voyages. Visit princess.com, call 1-800-PRINCESS or contact your travel advisor to book. Princess Cruises. Come feel the love.
Terms and restrictions apply. Offer ends 5/31/24. Ships to Bermuda and British Registry.
Dating life, stuck in traffic? Get in the fast lane with It's Just Lunch. Call them at 415-989-9818 to learn more. Or visit itsjustlunchsanfrancisco.com today. It's Just Lunch. Connection awaits with guaranteed dates.
Now back to John and Dave on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, it's time now for the Taco Bell second inning. Stop by your local Taco Bell to try their new Cantina chicken menu. And remember to live Moss, no score, and a new pitcher out there for the Giants.
Okay, Dave. Here's the pitch from Sean Jelly, and he gets that generous call on the outside. Well, that's good. Right away, he takes advantage of today's strike zone. The count is 0-1 to Tyrone Taylor. Right-handed batter. He bounces one sharply up the middle, out into shallow center. It's caught. And the backhanded throw by Estrada to first is in time. I didn't think he had any kind of a chance on that one, but he got to it, sprinting to his right into shallow center, and then as quickly as possible, a spin pivot off his right foot, and he heaved it. And Giants first baseman Wilmer Flores had his foot come off the bag, but he got it back on just in time.
Wow. That was an amazing play. And you're right, the foot was off the bag, but I think he kicked the corner right before the foot from Taylor hit the bag.
So well done on both ends there by Estrada, first and foremost, but Wilmer Flores gave him the stretch, and he even, it's like he stretched his big toe out a little bit to kick back on the bag in time. There's ball 1 to Jeff McNeil. 1 away. Now a ground ball to Wilmer at first. He's down to get it and runs it to the bag himself. I'll just do this one myself. Out number 2. For every strikeout by Giants pitchers, Golden State will make a donation. We succeed. Visit us today at goldenstatelumber.com. It's almost like I work for them. Me and Dave and all of our co-workers.
All the things I love about it to a Wrexham game. Literally. You guys know what baseball is?
I'm Matt Vasgersian.
And I'm Mark. From the Bay Area, including our newest route from Sacramento to Kona and Lihue. Hawaii starts here. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com to book your vacation now.
Taco Bell just dropped the new Cravings Value Menu. Now you can get 10 items for $3 or less, which means you can get the food you want for the price you want. It's almost like you can have your cake and eat it too. But in this case, it's a double-stacked taco from the new Cravings Value Menu. So basically, you can have your double-stacked taco and eat it too, which is a lot crunchier than cake. The new Cravings Value Menu is here. Get it at Taco Bell today. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations while supplies last. Contact store for price and participation which vary. Tax extra.
Experience the fastest sports cars on the planet at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, May 10th through 12th for the Motul Course de Monterey, powered by Hyundai Inn. Meet the international drivers and enjoy fine Monterey wines and craft beers. Buy tickets at WeatherTechRaceway.com.
We are KNBR, the sports leader, your home for Giants baseball.
There's ball one to Jorge Soler as we go to the last half. At the far end of the Giants dugout on the third base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Soler, 4 home runs in 88 official at-bats, 12 walks. Now he takes down and in with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1 the count. We mentioned Minaya off to a good start. He had 3 excellent starts in a row. Then he got knocked around a bit his last one. And he misses outside for a ball. So the count goes to 3-1. Minaya finished up very strongly for the Giants last year, and I suppose that's why he opted out of his contract. He had the option to do that. And there's a ball up and away. He threw a cutter on a 3-1 count, so a leadoff walk to Soler. In his last start at Dodger Stadium, he went 5 and he gave up 2 runs, 4 hits. It was the start before that in New York against Kansas City, where he got really knocked around. 3 2/3 innings, 8 runs, 9 hits allowed in that game. Now a line drive into left field by Matt Chapman, and that's the Giants' first hit. That was a solid line drive, single to left, coming right after that walk. That was a cutter right in the hands of Matt Chapman, and he hit it hard. 97-mile-an-hour line drive. So 2 men on, nobody out, and here is Patrick Bailey. Switch hitter batting right-handed. 0-0 score, second inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the right. 0-1.
He's been swinging the bat so well. He is an excellent bunter. So I always think in a spot like this, sometimes Patrick gets it in his mind, even if it's not a call from the dugout, that he might try to get a bunt down and create an action play.
Here's the pitch to him, and a check swing. Did he go? Yeah, now that's ruled a swing by Roberto Ortiz, the first base umpire. Ball off the inside. He tried to check, couldn't do it. 0-2. Well, the Mets were also thinking with him, at least Pete Alonso was on the first pitch. He started creeping in and onto the infield grass in case of a bunt. Now here is a changeup, and that is low, dug out of the dirt by catcher Tomas Nido. Mets lost their power-hitting catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That's a big loss to their lineup. He's a pretty steady home run threat. He may be out 6-8 weeks. 1-2 pitch, curve in the dirt, off the glove of Nido. It rolls 15 feet to his left, but the runners hang on. Soler at second and Chapman at first. Soler not an overly fast runner. 2-2 the count to Patrick Bailey. He came into the game with a .298 batting average for the year, .364 on base. A couple of homers. Here it is, way outside with a fastball. Now it's a full count, 3-2 to Bailey. Big pitch here. Bailey has an .855 OPS. And Dave, that's a pretty good OPS. Here's the, 3-2 the pitch. And he walked him. He threw him a changeup, and it was off the inside. Now he was motioning with his left hand to the plate umpire in that direction as if to say, are you saying it was inside? Is that right? So now the bases are loaded. Minaya has gotten himself into a tight spot. And here is Tyro Estrada. Infield, double play depth, the pitch to Tyro. Fouled off to the right. He got a first pitch cutter up, and he slashed at it and shot it on one quick hop right over off the screen in front of the Mets dugout. First base side. Soler at third, Chapman at second, Bailey at first. 0-0 score, the pitch. Swing and a drive down the right field line, and that will go foul deep down the line. almost to the bricks near the Alaska Airlines party suite out there in that corner. 0-2 the count now. Right field line into foul ground is Alonso. Catch, tagging and bluffing third is Soler. So Tyro, he was in swing mode from the first pitch on and never got one that he got around on, and finally just fouls out to first. Tyro had been swinging the bat really well lately too. He had an RBI single, and he also had a triple in last night's game. And that was a spot where he could have gotten an RBI even without a hit. Now here's Tyler Fitzgerald. And he looks at a called strike, a fastball right on the inside corner, just above the knees, 0-1. Now a double play would get Manaea out of it. And Fitzgerald trying to get that runner, at least that runner, home from third. 0-0 score. Bases loaded, the pitch. And that is too high. A cutter high on the outside. I think it might have hit the corner, or at least hit the black, but just a little bit too high. 1-1 to Tyler Fitzgerald. The pitch on the way. And a check swing. Ooh, that was close. A fastball that could have been called a strike. I think in the first inning that was being called a strike. Not this time. 2-1 now. Fitzgerald, 6 hits, 22 at bats so far this year. Right-handed hitter. The pitch. And that is up and away with a cutter or a slider. And now the count is 3-1. So if he's going to see a pitch to hit, you would think this might be it. There's nowhere to put him. The bases are loaded. 3-1 the count. 1 out. Here it comes. Fouled back to the screen. Ooh, that might have been the one. Fastball right down the middle at the belt, but he fouled it back. That can be the difference between a good game and a not so good game for a hitter. When you get that pitch, and sometimes you're just a little bit off. 3-2 the count. He throws. There's a swing and a high pop-up again. And that's not going to get it done. The infield fly rule is called as Lindor goes out into shallow left. He's waiting for it, and he's got it. So, 2 pop-ups in a row with the bases loaded. In each case, a spot where the Giants had a great opportunity to score a run, but a pop-up was not what they needed. And that leaves it to Nick Ahmed. And Ahmed, who's had a very strong start with the bat, hitting .284. 8 runs batted in, 3 doubles, a triple. Swings and bounces a foul off to the left. He got a cutter right in under the hands, and the count is 0-1. The Giants have Soler, who walked third base, Chapman, who singled second base, Bailey, who walked first base. But now all out there with 2 down. The pitch, check swing, and the ball is high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. An appeal on that check swing to Ortiz, the first base umpire. No, he says. Still 0-0. The Giants with a great opportunity, but it's about to disappear. Here's the pitch. And a good take. Change up into the below the knees for a ball. 2-1. Oracle Park, 339 down the left field line, 354 out to straightaway, and then 382 to left center. 391 to straightaway center. Here's the pitch. Way inside. Way off the corner with a cutter. Almost hit him. And the count is 3-1. 309 to right field with a 24-foot high wall, and 365 out more straightaway. 415, the deepest part of the yard, to deep right center. Bases loaded, 2 down, 3-1 pitch. There's a high fly ball to center. Bader with plenty of room, back a couple of steps waiting. And the Giants do not score. So extreme disappointment there. Bases loaded, nobody out, and then nobody scores. We go to the third, 0-0 on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
The best thing about TimberTech decking is the durability.
It's standing up to all of nature's elements and all of our family's elements.
Any family gathering, we're the go-to location. The cooking, the dogs, The kids, we've had zero issues with it.
We've only had to clean it one time in all the time that we've had it. It looks like the real thing.
We never had an outdoor space like that we could spend so much time on. It's an actual extension of our house.
Find a local contractor or get free decking samples at timbertech.com.
Not all guarantees are created equal. That's what makes the Total Trust Guarantee from Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service so special. It gives you 20/20 vision into the work we do. And now, you can get $10 off any 17-point oil change. Go to speedyoil.com/save for details. Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, where you're in and out and back on the road with full service and total trust. Most vehicles, discount off regular price. See store for details. See website for details on the Total Trust Guarantee.
It's Chevy truck season, and there's no better time to do what you do best. No better time to get the job done in a Chevy Silverado with best-in-class standard torque and a TurboMax engine with a 5-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty that outlasts both Ford and Ram. So kick off whatever your thing is season right, because it all starts with a Chevy truck.
See your Bay Area Chevy dealers today.
Based on latest competitive data, excludes other G vehicles, whichever comes first. See dealer for limited warranty details based on Ford and Ram 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty on gasoline engines.
Experience the fastest sports cars on the planet at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, May 10th through 12th for the Motul Course de Monterey, powered by Hyundai Inn. Meet the international drivers and enjoy fine Monterey wines and craft beers. Buy tickets at WeatherTechRaceway.com.
Redwood City. Shout out to you for supporting KNBR. Redwood City sports leader.
It's a 0-0 game. We head to the third inning, and to tell you about it, here is Dave Fleming.
Thank you, John. Sean Jelly, and he throws a first pitch curveball. Swung on and missed by Nido, Tomas Nido, the ninth place hitting catcher for the Mets, starting for the first time in this series here today. Nido takes a strike on the outside. There's that outside corner with the sinker, and the count is 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit foul by Nido. Logan Webb go 8 innings yesterday and an off day tomorrow, so Bob Melvin knows he can use his bullpen aggressively. And an off day tomorrow, so Bob Melvin knows he can use his bullpen aggressively. And an off day tomorrow, so Bob Melvin knows he can use his bullpen aggressively. Day tomorrow, so Bob Melvin knows he can use his bullpen aggressively. Francisco Lindor. Switch hitter, batting left-handed, had an infield hit in his first at-bat today. First hit of the series. This one is in for a strike. He got off to a painfully slow start, and until this week, he's been swinging the bat a whole lot better. Giants pitched him tough. Here's the 0-1. Lindor fouls it back, a high fastball. Now, Sean Jelly ahead of the count, 0-2. Sean was 6'11", one of the tallest pitchers in the history of the game. And last couple of years has gotten some big league experience. He's got a good opportunity right now to carve out a real role on this pitching staff. 0-2 is blasted to deep right field. Slater going back all the way to the wall. He looks up and it is gone. Out into fairly deep right center field. Still up over the 24-foot high wall. Third home run of the year for Lindor on an 0-2 pitch. And it's 2-0 Mets. That drives pitchers just crazy. You've got the huge advantage ahead of the count, 0-2. And he threw a curve. The problem is it kind of went right down into the wheelhouse of Lindor, right down and in. So now Alonso, he takes ball one off the inside. So that one hurts. Good chance to get through the inning. And then a 2-strike, 2-out home run. A check swing foul here by Pete Alonso. Count is 1-1. After the Giants had the great scoring opportunity in the bottom of the second and did not get a run across. Now they have to play from behind. Here's the 1-1. Alonso pulls it on the ground, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pete Alonso. 199 career home runs. When he hits his next home run, he's going to become one of the fastest players in history to 200 home runs. In terms of games played, here he swings and hits a foul. Sinker. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Alonso strikes out swinging. Cutter that time, and a good one for the strikeout. But the Lindor home run makes it 2-0 Mets midway through 3.
Get that feeling of satisfaction from a job well done with professional, friendly, and fast service. Give Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating a call today at 559-632-9400.
CLN 635355.
It would be a bit of an understatement to say there are plenty of men's clothing brands out there. At Patrick James, we're a bit biased. We offer comfortable, high-quality clothing at very competitive prices. Patrick James delivers impeccable classic looks that keep your wardrobe moving forward in a confident, modern direction. See for yourself online or come into our store on 780 West Shaw to find the style and brands you're looking for at Patrick James.
Buy Bay Area houses. Sell your house the easy way.
Coming to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth. Last of the third, Austin Slater takes ball one from his old teammate, Sean Manaea. The left-hander pitching today for the Mets, and now pitching with a lead. It's 2-0 Mets. Last of the third, top of the order up here for the Giants. Second time now. Slater swings right through a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Slater, Flores, and Conforto. Manaea struck all these three hitters out in the first inning. Struck out the side in the first. Now a ball outside. Fastball misses, 2-1. Slater just desperate, I think, now to get his season going. He's only had 25 at-bats, so it's not a lot of at-bats. Giants have not faced many lefties. 2-1 pitch. Curve very high. But Slater only has 2 hits, and both of them are singles. He hasn't had an extra base hit yet. Ahead in the count here, 3-1. And he takes ball 4, well off the outside. So a leadoff walk for the second straight inning. Giants did not make Manaea pay for that in the second. We'll see if they can punish him for that mistake here in the third. Wilmer Flores. Wilmer's had a few big hits for the Giants, but it's been a quiet start for Wilmer. In fact, a lot of these right-handed hitters for the Giants, maybe part of it is just a lack of reps against lefties. Here's a changeup in for a strike. Tom Murphy, quiet start. Slater, Wilmer's hitting just 203. Hasn't hit a home run yet. The pitch. He fouls this one back. Cutter in on his hands. And now Wilmer Flores behind in the count 0-2. Two strikes to count. The pitch. Off the inside, through a four-seamer, not the cutter. That was a good take by Wilmer. Slater at first, being held by Alonso. Big opening on the right side of the infield. Outfield straight away. 1-2, pulled foul. Way out in front on a Manaea slider. Sean Manaea's got a lot of history with the Giants manager, Bob Melvin, in Oakland, and then in San Diego before he came to the Giants last year. 1-2 pitch off the inside with a changeup. 2-2. It's 9 years as a big leaguer for Sean Manaea. He's been around for a while, and he was a very popular Giant last year. It's amazing how much different he looks now. 2-2. There goes Slater. The pitch taken. Here's the throw. It is not in time. Jeff McNeil got the tag down late, and Austin Slater steals second base on ball 3. Good job by Slater to get a good jump there and force the issue a little bit. Giants haven't been doing much stealing at all. Slater's definitely one of their guys who can activate the running game, and he got in there watching the slow motion replay. He got in there by plenty. So he's at second, nobody out. 3-2 pitch is ball 4. The changeup is low. So that's another walk drawn by the Giants. That's now 4 walks taken already, and the pitching coach Jeremy Hefner's coming out for a visit. You got Conforto and then Soler coming up. So unlike last inning when the Giants loaded the bases for the bottom part of the order, now you got the middle of the order up with 2 on and nobody out. The leaderboard update sponsored by Bank of America, proud sponsor of the Junior Giants, helping inspire tomorrow's leaders on and off the field. I mean, you know, Jelly was frustrated by that 2-strike home run by Lindor. Mark Simon did give us an interesting note. Giants are 3rd worst in all of baseball from a pitching staff perspective with 2 strikes. Teams are finding ways to do some damage against the Giants with 2 strikes. Here's a strike. Wow, right on the outside corner to Conforto. Meeting over. Conforto, who has had a nice series, struck out in the first inning, but he's had a good thing going against lefties. A 1 pitch. He swings and misses here, though, and he was fooled by that slider. It's 0-2. He's having a hard time picking up the breaking ball, I think. Conforto's got 5 home runs, several of them against left-handed pitching. 2 on, no out. Now Slater is going to scramble, and he's picked off. He did not go back into a slide. He got caught leaning toward third, and then he tried to get back, and he didn't slide. And the Giants are waiting for the video room, and
I think it's going to get overturned for the violation. Lindor dropped his right knee in front of the base before he had the ball.
But I don't think Slater's going back in the dugout.
I don't get it. I thought you couldn't do that until you had the ball.
Wow. So Slater picked off of second. Conforto pulls this one on the ground foul. Lindor did drop that knee. Slater's foot was headed back toward the bag. And right as his foot was getting to the bag, basically he kicked the glove. No violation called. 0-2. Conforto takes high.
Well, I feel like all the time we spent learning about this new idea about you can't block anybody off the base until you have the ball. Well, he just did that, and no problem.
The 1-2. Conforto strikes out swinging on a curve in the dirt. So Michael Conforto right now just not seeing that breaking ball from Sean Manaea. And Conforto, that's now out number 2, that pickoff instead of first and second, 1 out for Soler. 2 down. Runner at first. Soler could still get into one and tie this game with 1 swing. 2-0 Mets. Here's the pitch. He hits one foul off to the right. Went after a first pitch changeup.
Of course, talking about Lindor blocking the base before he had the ball, that doesn't excuse what happened to Slater, who just totally got picked off big time.
Now swing and a foul. Giants, for a team that is not stealing bases very frequently, Slater's steal is the 12th of the year for the Giants as a team before he got picked off. The Giants have been caught 6 times stealing. They made a lot of outs on the bases. 0-2 off the outside. 1-2 with a slider or curveball. Matt Chapman waiting on deck. Soler walked his first time up. The 1-2 is drilled down the left field line. Foul. Man, he hooked it hard, but foul. All the way down toward the corner. It hit up against the net. Almost all the way to the foul pole. That thing had some serious sizzle to it. Manaea pitches. Soler takes low. Not by much. Good take. Changeup. It's 2-2.
It's just a foul ball. It doesn't mean anything, but he did hit it very hard. 109 miles an hour. It jumped off his bat.
Do that again and put it in play. 2-2 is low. Changeup. So they're doing a better job here today. He's been antsy the last few games, helping pitchers out, chasing out of the strike zone. Today he's being much more disciplined. Wilmer Flores is going to get the head start with 2 down and a full count. Alonso's still holding him on over there, but Wilmer will start to run. Soler swings. It's a high pop-up, shallow right. Alonso going out. McNeil coming over from second. It'll be McNeil into foul ground. He makes the catch on the pop-up. And a very promising inning. The Giants do not score. A couple of walks, but no runs. We go to the 4th. 2-0 Mets on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
Brought to you by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R car and driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Dignity Health here, official healthcare provider of the San Francisco Giants. Winning is a team sport powered by great dedicated fans. When everyone is all in, magic happens. When it comes to healthcare, the Dignity Health team at Sequoia Hospital is all in too. Every day, the healthcare professionals at Sequoia Hospital in Redwood City are ready to deliver exceptional, compassionate care to you and your family. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
This is DJ Kurtzy, San Francisco Bay Area Region President at 5 Star Bank. 5 Star is a highly respected and award-winning community business bank serving clients in the San Francisco Bay Area. We offer highly customized banking services to business owners, nonprofit leaders, and entrepreneurs who want to work with a bank that they can trust. We have exceptional industry expertise, a speed to serve, and commitment to economic development. Above all, we believe in San Francisco. Reach out to us at 5starbank.com.
What does it take to take on Alzheimer's? Courage to learn the facts and know the signs, and confidence to talk to your healthcare provider about screening and early detection. Find out how you can take on Alzheimer's at takeonalz.com.
Fourth inning, Sean Jelly to Brett Beatty. Mets leading the Giants 2-0, despite the fact that it feels like the Giants are the team that has been putting the pressure on in this game. Strike one to Beatty. Mets have 2 runs on 2 hits. Giants only have 1 hit, but they've drawn 4 walks. Now Beatty hits a foul tip for strike 2. A little cutter from Sean Jelly. So the count is 0-2 to Beatty. Taylor and McNeil will also bat here in the inning for the Mets. The Mets go home after this. They have tomorrow off just like the Giants do. Landon Roop is up in the Giants bullpen. He got activated today when Blake Snell was put on the injured list. So it looks like we're going to see Roop in this game. The 0-2 is grounded past the mound toward the middle. To his left, Ahmed's got it from behind the bag at second. He throws to first for out number 1. Saturday, May 11th. So now we're looking ahead now that the homestand is winding down. Hello Kitty Day at Oracle Park. Giants and the Reds. Presented by EVA Air. First 15,000 fans get a Hello Kitty bucket hat that day. Saturday, May 11th. Here's a strike. Long homestand and then a long road trip. The Giants are going to be gone for a while. Giants go to Fenway, to Philadelphia, and then to Coors Field. 0-1 pitch off the outside to Tyrone Taylor.
But when they get back and they play the Reds, that's a very good team with a lot of outstanding young talent.
Here's a drive out toward deep left center field. Man, he crushed that one, and it is gone. Just got over the wall to the left of 399, and then it bounced up into the bleachers. Taylor's second home run, and the second one for the Mets in these last 2 innings against Sean Jelly. Another one on a curveball. So that's 2 curves that have been hit out. That curveball, when it's not biting, it is a little too hittable right now. 3-0 Mets. Here's McNeil. He hits this one foul. Cutter running in on the hands of Jeff McNeil. Reds are playing at home against the Phillies again today. Phillies are a handful right now. Philadelphia has been on a big-time roll. Finally lost yesterday, but they're still 15-9 on the year. Red Sox are a good team. 13-11 overall. Although they're having some injury issues. McNeil fouls this one off to the left. Tristan Casas, who's a really good young first baseman. We saw him here last year do some big-time damage against the Giants. He's on the injury list and probably will be for a while. And Brian Bayo, one of their top young pitchers today, had to go on the IL. McNeil hits one to center. Going back on it is Fitzgerald. Squares up short of the warning track and makes the catch. 2 down.
You mentioned the Reds. I saw a note. You mentioned all that excellent young talent. A guy that really got everybody's attention last year, Ellie De La Cruz. Great speed, great power, great arm, base stealer.
Here's Harrison Bader. Takes the ball.
And he's giving an indication that he's putting it all together. His OPS, adding the slugging percentage and the on-base percentage together, is over 1,000 right now.
1-0 to Bader. Big chopper toward third. Over to his left. Chapman has it going down into a spin, and he comes up firing and throws wide of first. And it goes not just past Wilmer Flores, but goes down into the camera well. So Bader, who's very fast, putting a lot of pressure on Chapman. Great spear of that ball by Chapman, and he came up whirling around and throwing, but it turns into an error on Matt Chapman. So they're going to give Bader a hit and charge Chapman with the error that moves Bader to second. And that's going to be it for Sean Jelly. Bob Melvin is coming out to the mound. So pitching change coming. Jelly out. And Landon Roop will be coming in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy, oil change, and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts. So we're talking about that Reds series when the Giants get back home. And then the Dodgers and the Rockies will come to town as well. So that's a big homestand for the Giants after this long road trip. Giants get tomorrow off and Monday off, but then they don't have another off day for a while. So the Giants are going to get tested here over the next couple weeks with some really good opponents. A long road trip in very hitter-friendly ballparks.
That's true, and we're also looking forward to it.
Yeah, of course. Great places to watch ball.
Now this Saturday, and we're talking about the road trip, but this Saturday, the Pittsburgh Pirates will be here, and the giveaway for the Saturday game, it's a 6:05 start, by the way, on Saturday, will be the throwback New York Giants jersey. The Giants, of course, were born in New York in the 19th century, and the nickname Giants was because they had a great first baseman named Roger Connor, who was so big, Dave, I believe he was 6'2". His nickname was Giant. And the newspaper writers started calling the team the Giants because he was the big star. Anyway, and it's funny because the Giants moved to San Francisco from New York, and the uniforms stayed very similar. So you'll kind of recognize this throwback jersey. It's got a New York insignia on a sleeve, but it looks like a Giants jersey. Presented by Coca-Cola Zero. For tickets for the game on Saturday, and the 15,000 fans will receive the giveaway jersey, go to sfgiants.com/promotions.
Landon Roop's first pitch is a curve, swung on and missed by the ninth place hitter, Tomas Nido. Roop making his ninth appearance of the year. Mostly good, but some ups and downs for a very young pitcher, a rookie. First big league experience for him. The 0-1. Another curve, this one taken for a ball. Next out will be the 21st out of the game, by the way, sponsored by 21st Amendment's Hell or High Watermelon Wheat Beer. Summer in a can. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That is fouled to the backstop, a fastball. And the count is 1-2. Landon Roop, you can understand why it hasn't been easy for him. He's never been a reliever in his professional career. He's never been a big leaguer. He's working on an irregular schedule. It's just been hard for him to kind of find his rhythm. 1-2. There goes the runner from second, and the pitch taken for a ball, and the Giants didn't even cover third base. So they were just basically allowing Harrison Bader to go to third, counting on Landon Roop to get through Nido. It's a big pitch here. You got the leadoff hitter Nimmo on deck. 2-2. Roop throws. Sinker well off the outside.
And sometimes, especially with two down, a right-handed hitter up, they'll tell the third baseman not to cover. They don't want to open that hole up for the guy to hit a ground ball through.
3-2. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball four. Man, that is really a mistake from Landon Roop. Now you got to go after a left-handed hitter and an established hitter, the guy hitting leadoff for the Mets, Nimmo.
And sometimes I think the Giants feel like Roop doesn't give himself enough credit for how good his fastball is. He's got 95, 96 mile an hour fastball.
First pitch to Nimmo is a called strike. There's a sinker at 95. It's got movement to it. He doesn't have the precision command that he probably ultimately needs to develop to be a long-time starter in the big leagues. The Giants believe that will come. 0-1. And there's strike two. Sinker over the outside. 0-2.
seems like Nimmo went up there saying, he's going to throw me a curve and I'm going to jump all over it.
I think a lot of hitters are doing that with Roop these days. 0-2. Nimmo tops it very softly towards second. Charging in Tyro. Flips with the glove to first. And Wilmer stretches out to take that throw. Kept his foot on the bag for out number 3. Man, that was close. It was hit so poorly that it almost turned into a hit, and that would have been a run instead. Another good play by Tyro Estrada. The 1 run for the Mets on the home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's now 3-0 Mets on a KNBR. Northern California Honda dealers.
Building a new warehouse? Adding on to your existing warehouse for more space? The boys from Fresno Rack and Shelving can help, because that's what they do. Fresno Rack's design department can help optimize your warehouse storage capabilities and increase your productivity with a large local stock of pallet racking, industrial parts shelving, in-house permitting, and installation departments. Fresno Rack and Shelving is the choice for you. Call or visit FresnoRack.com today.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Pioneer Equipment, Mega Prints, Fresno First Bank, and Bowman & Associates. 1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Patrick James Men's Apparel, Fresno Rack and Shelving, and M-Cubed Technologies.
You know how they say winter is coming? Well, I like to say summer is coming.
Things are heating up and energy bills are on the rise. Bill Powers here wants that high summer bill you pay to be normal. But my friend the sun can let you cool off
even though I'm really hot.
Okay, moving on, son.
I admit I heat things up in your house, but I'm not the problem. I'm actually the solution.
Get your solar installed now and avoid paying high summer bills. Call Solar Negotiators to start today. Your lifetime energy partner.
Introducing the Sidebar, a brand new open-air beer garden at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill in River Park. Experience a new way to catch a game, hang with friends, and enjoy new appetizers, char-grilled burgers, salads, wings with over 10 house-made sauces, and of course, world-famous Me and Ed's pizza. Thirsty? Try our self-poured taps with over a dozen craft beers, wines, ciders, and craft seltzers, plus a full bar with an impressive selection of tequilas, whiskeys, and craft cocktails. The Sidebar at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill, now open in River Park.
Ball 1 to Matt Chapman. Giants have some work to do. Last of the 4th, they trail 3-0. Sean Manaea pitches. Chapman takes a ball. It's 2-0. The official scorer decided to change the ruling on the Bader hit and error. They took away the hit. It was just an error all the way on Chapman, who starts and then holds up on a cutter. That one was right in there, whether he swung or not. That was going to be a strike. It's 2-1. Chapman has a hit today. The pitch. Off the end of the bat, he hits one to right center field, not very deep. Over to his right. Taylor makes the catch. So Chapman retired. 1 out, and up comes Patrick Bailey. Bailey walked his first time up. He's seeing the ball really well these days. Batting right-handed today against the lefty Manaea. And he takes a strike over the outside. Count is 0-1 as we come to you live from the Hawaiian Airlines broadcast booth. Wednesday afternoon baseball here at Oracle Park. Overcast day, but very comfortable. Manaea misses up and away with a change. It's 1-1. Manaea's already thrown 73 pitches, 38 strikes, 35 balls. The Giants have been taking walks, taking pitches. Here's the 1-1. Bailey, line drive base hit right field. Patrick Bailey on base for the second straight time. It's only the second Giants hit. They've had all these base runners against Manaea, but only their second hit. That'll get Tyro Estrada to the plate. Tyro, one of the key moments of this game. Tyro came up with the bases loaded, nobody out in the second, and popped out. And then Tyler Fitzgerald hit a pop-up, and Nick Ahmed flied out, and the Giants were retired. They never scored. Second at bat now for Tyro. He swings and misses. A slider up and in. Might have looked like a fat pitch. I think it ended up being an effective pitch for Manaea because it almost never did any sliding. Just kind of hung up and in. 0-1. Estrada pulls one hard on the ground. Over to backhanded Lindor. Stands up and throws to second for the out there. The throw to first is too late. Wow, what a play by Lindor. Man. Because that ball was hit very hard, and Lindor was not right to him. He had to range to his right and pick it clean, and then all in one motion, standing up, spinning around, and make an accurate throw to second just in time to get Bailey. That's a bad luck for Thairo Estrada. 2 down for Tyler Fitzgerald with the score 3-0 Mets. That was 103 off the bat from Thairo. That easily could have been a base hit. A lot of shortstops would not have made that play. Now what? Manaea steps off. Alonso's sending out some signals from first base. As Fitzgerald steps into the batter's box. The pitch. He goes to bunt and pulls the bat back to take a ball. Tyler, I think his manager has some sympathy for him. It's just not easy for a young player to not get regular playing time. Part of the reason why he's playing today is just Bob Melvin's looking for chances to get him in there, just see if he can get him going. Fitzgerald, a half swing and miss. That was not the best cut from Tyler. Kind of caught in between. It's 1-1. Hitting .261 on the year, only 23 at bats. 0 for 1 today. The 1-1 pitch. He swings and misses way out in front of the changeup. And that was just pure change of speeds that fooled him, because that pitch was right out over the plate. Not real well located, but he was fooled by the speed. Now a step and throw to first. Thairo back standing. Estrada has not had a steal yet this year. He hasn't even attempted a steal, which is unusual. He was by far and away the Giants' steals leader last year. Fitzgerald hits a high drive out into right center. Bader back into his left, still backpedaling, makes the catch. Now number 3, the inning is over. 1 hit, no runs. We go to the 5th. 3-0 Mets on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Explore more this season in California with Toyota's legendary reliability. Shop a wide selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, including more hybrids and plug-in hybrids than any other brand. Right now, get low 3.99% APR financing on the spacious Highlander, or check out great lease deals on the stylish Camry, sporty Corolla, and dynamic RAV4. Toyota, let's go places. Offer available on 2024 models through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Excludes hybrids and Sport 3024.
We got our hands dirty.
Got the floor dirty.
Should have asked me for help. Tub's still clogged up.
And the sink.
Did someone say clogged? We plunged.
Snaked.
Jiggled.
Poured chemicals down.
We got nothing.
Oh, no, we got towels.
Yeah, we got towels. Lots of towels.
Then we called Mike Council Plumbing and Rooter.
That's me, Mike Council.
Got clogged up or slow-moving drains? Call Mike Council Plumbing and Rooter or go to mcplumbing.com, an official partner of the San Jose Sharks.
You're in clean hands with Mike Council Plumbing and Rooter.
I can afford to follow my dreams.
I can afford to do whatever I put my mind to.
I can afford college.
Start your future at a California community college. Financial aid is available to help with tuition, books, and sometimes even the rent.
I can afford to invest in myself and my future.
It's time to take the next big step. Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Sweetie, you're getting into shape?
I'm practicing 3 easy steps to sell our home.
1, call us. 2, get a cash offer. 3, sell and get paid. Call John Buys Bay Area Houses. 510-426-8000.
John Buys Bay Area Houses. Sell your house the easy way.
Inning number 5, 3-0 Mets. Back for the play-by-play as Starling Marte bunts it out in front of the plate. Patrick Bailey's going to field and throw out Marte. It wasn't running real well. So I don't know what was going on there. John, I'm sorry. I stole a hitter from you.
Well, you got him out, so just keep going until somebody gets on.
All right, well, I'll read us a sponsor. How about that? The 5th inning is sponsored by TimberTech. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Take it away.
That pitch kind of shocked Starling Marte. Squared around the bunt. There's the ball up and into Francisco Lindor. It came in, almost hit him in the hand, almost hit one of his fingers. It had so much movement on it from Landon Roop. And I think maybe it did hit a finger. As he got near first base, he started shaking his right hand. Now here is a called strike to Lindor on a curveball. 2 balls and a strike to count to him. 3-0. The Mets are leading. There's a ball up and away. Fastball. And that was close. That has been called a strike on occasion by Ripperger today. Timeout asked for here by Lindor. Lindor has had an infield single and a 2-run homer. Now he takes curveball over the outside for a called strike 2. And now it's a full count with the slugger Alonso on deck. Roop pitches. Curveball bounced slowly to second. Far to his right is Estrada to get it. Slings it over to first in time to get the speedy Lindor. 2 down. And let's pause briefly, shall we? For station identification, this is the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network. First ball swinging. Pete Alonso bounces a foul back behind the plate. Alonso has been hit by a pitch while he was swinging, although the umpires allowed that to happen and awarded him first base. Then he struck out in the third. So I haven't gotten over that yet. I'm still a little sore about that. Here's a curveball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside and high for a ball. 1-2 the count.
One thing about Landon Roop, all these young guys who come up from the minor leagues work fast. He works really fast.
He throws, and there's a foul off the right field line that will reach back and in amongst the spectators. Out of play.
These young guys have had the pitch clock in place for longer than the big leaguers have, so a lot of them have been used to it for years.
Now here he's ready again. He delivers. Curve, down and in. 2-2 the count. Now the throw goes back. As soon as he's got it back, it's reset to 15 seconds on the pitch clock. Now he's into his windup. He throws. Curveball, a line drive. And that one fooled Thairo Estrada. He thought it was coming right to him. And then it started sinking, and he never got a glove on it. It dropped just in front of him and to his left and skipped right on by him. So the inning is not over. That looked like the final out. Thairo thought it was. He never moved in on it, then moved left, and then was totally shocked when the ball dropped in front of him and to his left. So that had some real English on it, and Thairo never touched the ball. So here is Beatty, and he takes high for ball 1. That's kind of, if you were to ask for one play to sum up the day for the Giants so far, that might be it. That is how the day has gone. There's a timeout called now. The hitter, Beatty, asked for timeout. Beatty has flied out to shallow left center and grounded out to short. Left-handed hitter. Now he's just still standing there. He's looking at the third base coach. Why is this being allowed? What's going on? They just blew off the pitch clock 2 or 3 different times.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's still out of the batter's box. He keeps looking at his third base coach, and they keep resetting the pitch clock. All right. Well, if Beatty's ready now, then maybe we can start again. Here's the pitch, and that's a curve up and away. 2-0 the count. And Beatty backs away. He's looking over at his third base coach. Is he looking at the third base coach? Never signals anything to him. Now Beatty stands in just in the nick of time. 2-0 the count. Here it is. Big swing and a miss, and a snap throw to first. Diving safely back to the bag is Alonso. Catcher Patrick Bailey using The left-handed hitter, Beatty, is a screen, trying to pick off Pete Alonso. But Alonso made it back. 2-1 the count, 2 down, runner at first. The pitch on the way. Fastball up and in, and it's 3-1. And Beatty again out of the batter's box, looking over at the third base coach, who's just standing there doing nothing. Now he's in there. And the pitch. And that's up and in. Well, maybe you have to give Beatty some props there. It looked like he was trying to slow Roop down, and they were allowing him to do it. And he would just get back in the box. I don't know what was going on earlier when they kept restarting the pitch clock. But he would get in there and look out at the pitcher right when it would hit 8 seconds, that's the deadline for a hitter without having a strike call. Now, with 2 men on and 2 men out, pitching coach Brian Price goes out to the mound to talk with young Landon Roop, the rookie who was just brought back from the minor leagues today when Blake Snell was placed on the injured list before the game. On the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard, the only game that was played earlier was in St. Louis, and the Cardinals beat Arizona 5-1. Kyle Gibson got the win over Jordan Montgomery, although Montgomery pitched beautifully. He did not allow anything at all until the 6th inning. Two men on, 2 men out. 3-0. The Mets lead the Giants. Here's the pitch. There's a bloop into shallow right, and that is going to, in fact, it was more than a bloop. It was into the alleyway out there. A liner. And a run is going to score. And now rounding third is Beatty, and he'll score. A double for Tyrone Taylor, who homered his last time. And this one was a line drive into right center field and a 2-run double, and now it's 5-0. That was a sinker that came back and caught more of the plate, I think, than Roop had hoped for. Slater was able to cut the ball off in the alleyway finally before it went all the way through, or that would have been a triple for Taylor, or maybe even more than that. Taylor's got 3 runs batted in. He's been a star for the Mets today. Now here's Jeff McNeil. Left-handed hitter, takes outside, ball 1 with 2 down and nobody on. Alonso got the infield hit, a ball that looked like it was hit for an easy out to end the inning, and it knuckled and totally surprised Tyrell Estrada. He never got a glove on it. It went for a hit instead, then a walk to Beatty, who started, and I give him credit, he was playing some mind games as much as the pitch clock will allow, and he got a walk and now a double. 2 runs are in out of nothing in an inning that looked like it was all over, 3 up and 3 down. Now McNeil takes a fastball for a called strike. Here it is, and he tries the curveball way outside. 2-1 now. Eric Miller, the big left-hander, is warming up in the Giants bullpen, or he had been anyway, but they've gone through the lefties here. Now the pitch. Swing and a smash into right field, a base hit. Charged by Slater. Here comes the runner heading home. Slater throws wildly toward the vicinity of home plate, and the run scores, and over to second base on the bad throw is McNeil. And they're wearing out Roop all of a sudden here with 2 down in the 5th inning. It's 6-0 Mets.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 44, Harrison Bader.
So the Mets are turning it into a rout all of a sudden. Here's Bader. He bounces a foul back behind the plate, and it's 0-1. Mets got 2 runs in the 3rd when Francisco Lindor on an 0-2 count facing Sean Jelly got a curveball and hit it out. Then they got another home run on another curveball in the 4th inning from Taylor. Now here's a sinker in for a strike. And the count to Bader is 0-2. But in this inning, 2 down and nobody out, and what looked like the third out was not made. The Giants couldn't turn it, and there's not been anybody retired since. There's a check swing foul on a curveball, ball bouncing to the backstop. 0-2. Alonso ended up with a single. Then Beatty walked. Taylor a 2-run double. Now McNeil an RBI single. 0-2 pitch, curveball, swinging, strike 3. But the Mets turn a 2 down, nobody on start into a 3-run rally and a 6-0 lead on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Giants fans know there are a lot of reasons to catch a game and even more reasons to score your tickets at StubHub. StubHub has the best selection of 100% MLB verified tickets. Find the ticket that's right for you, check the view, and get into Oracle Park, all on your phone. So whether it's a night out with the family or a day off with friends, when you need to see the Giants, you need to head to StubHub. StubHub is the official resale marketplace of the San Francisco Giants.
Winning is always a team sport. When we're all in, magic happens. When it comes to healthcare, the team at Sequoia Hospital is all in too and committed to exceptional, compassionate care. Dignity Health, official healthcare provider of the San Francisco Giants.
Brian Murphy here. Want to talk to you about River Islands in Lathrop, Northern California's most successful master plan community. And hey, spring is what we're talking about. Spring is a great season at River Islands. Neighbors are launching their kayaks onto the lakes, fishing along the San Joaquin River, jogging on the Riverside Trail System. There's more than a dozen parks at River Islands, and they're all in use. From the Little Leaguers coming out to their own field to the River Islands High School team playing over at beautiful Islanders Field. I've seen it. It looks and plays like a professional field. And best of all, there's new models being built in all new neighborhoods on the river or alongside a lake close to parks and trails. The homes represent some of the best home designs you'll see anywhere and all of the latest in smart home technology. Homes range in size from 3 to 6 bedrooms. Prices start in the low 600,000s to over $1 million. With so many things to do and see, isn't it time for you to discover the islands? Start your tour now at riverislands.com. And hey, I'll meet you at the boathouse.
Now the Giants down by 6 as they come up against Sean Manaea. And he throws the first pitch sinker at the belt for a called strike to Nick Ahmed. Ahmed hit a fly ball to center his first time. Now he takes way high and outside with the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Leadoff man Austin Slater is on deck. Giants have only 2 hits against Manaea. Now a fastball way outside and high. 2-1. Manaea was sat in the dugout for a long time while the Mets batted here in the 5th inning. Giants have let him off the hook a couple of times in this game. Now a cutter low and inside for a ball, 3-1. They had the bases loaded and nobody out in the 2nd, and he got through it. Nobody scored. 2 on and nobody out in the 3rd. He got through it. Now a foul coming back and well out of play into the upper levels, 3-2. Manaea picked off Austin Slater at second base. There was a huge play in that possible Giants rally. But although Manaea has walked 4 in this game, he's only allowed the 2 hits. 3-2 pitch. Swing, and it's popped up, foul, and out of play off to the right. 92-mile-an-hour sinker there from Sean Manaea. He's also worked hard in this game. He's thrown 86 pitches already. We're only in the 5th inning. The windup, the big lefty delivers. Strike 3 called. He backdoored him with a changeup. And Ahmed, he thought it was outside, but the StatCast strike zone showed it as being right on the corner. 1 out here is Slater. Slater has been called out on a pitch even further off the outside than that, and he also walked. Then he's the one who got picked off with 2 men on and nobody out in the 3rd inning. He got picked off at second base. Now he takes a strike. Right-handed batter, Mania delivers. Swinging the ground ball down the third base side. Diving behind the bag. Beatty's got it. He gets up. A long throw to first is much too late. Grabbed on a bounce by Alonso coming off the bag. It's an infield hit for Austin Slater, and he needed all of his speed on that one. Beatty made an acrobatic play behind third base, diving to the foul line and across. But he probably would have been better served not throwing it at all. He really had no shot at getting Slater by that time. Slater has excellent speed. Hit number 3 for the Giants. Here is Wilmer Flores, who has struck out and walked. And he takes a fastball away. 1 ball, no strikes. Giants have 3 hits, all singles. The pitch. In for a strike. The slider up above the belt. 1-1 the count on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. The only other game going right now, Baltimore is leading the Angels 1-0. Top of the 5th in Anaheim. Now Wilmer takes low and inside with a big curveball, and the count is 2-1. The Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Toyota, let's go places. Dodgers playing Washington this evening. 2-1 the count. Here it comes. Fouled back to the screen. That was a changeup on the outside. Wilmer had a big rip at it, dropped to his right knee, but merely fouled it back. 2-2 the count. Atlanta, they're hot. They host Miami. Atlanta 16-6. Miami 6-19. Now, pop-up foul out of play off to the right. That was another curveball from Sean Mania. White Sox 3-20. And they play at Minnesota. Here's the pitch. Check swing foul. Tried to immobilize him with a fastball there after all that off-speed stuff. Wilmer just got halfway through his swing, and the ball ricocheted off the bat to the right. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Slater at first. Mania throws. And a curve in the dirt, blocked by Nito. Stays out in front of the plate. And Slater stays at first. 3-2 the count. Conforto is on deck. Mets have some action going in their bullpen now. Reed Garrett, a right-hander, starting to throw. The Mets lead the game 6-0 in the 5th inning. 3-2 the count. Here's Mania throwing. Line drive, base hit into right field. Slater will go to second. He'll stop there. Up for the ball. Throwing into the cutoff man Lindor is Taylor. Pretty good at bat there by Wilmer Flores. And 2 men on for the Giants now for Conforto. Time to ask the announcer. Sponsored by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today. We mentioned Reed Garrett warming up in the bullpen. Hey, announcer. Who's Reed Garrett? Well, he's a young guy, and apparently he's got a lot of talent. The Mets are very excited about him. He's been great. Here's the pitch to Conforto, and it's too high with a fastball. Pitch number 98 thrown by Sean Mania. I mean, he's only in the 5th inning. But he has not allowed a run. He's allowed a lot of Giants to reach base, though. 2 on right now. He throws. Swing and a miss. That was a high fastball right down the middle. Been a lot of that going on for the Giants today against Mania. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's had 4 walks. He struck out 5. 4 walks and 4 hits allowed. Wow, that's high and tight. And it hit Michael Conforto, and he mentioned to the umpire that hit him on the right hand. The umpire seemed to think it hit the bat. We're looking at the replay. I mean, if it hit the bat, it hit right on the very knob of the bat. And they're going to check it.
Mets are going to challenge. I think it did hit the knob.
New York is challenging the call of hit by pitch.
That was Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief, announcing to the crowd. This replay challenge is sponsored by Putnam Family Dealerships. Car shopping driven by you. Well, this is a big call. It would be the bases loaded and one out if the call is upheld. And I don't know, from what we're seeing, it's very difficult to see if the call was wrong or not. He kind of wraps the little finger on his bottom hand, the right hand, around the knob a little bit. And I haven't seen anything that would say, no, without question it hit the knob. Now, he's wearing a black glove. The knob of his bat is black. So that makes it even a little more difficult to tell.
I thought it hit the knob.
Except for Dave. Oh, yeah. There it is. Hit the knob. And, you know, and I think, in fairness, he did not react initially as if it hit his hand. He just kind of, like, he thought about it for a beat and then said, my hand got me right here.
Ow. Yeah, ow.
But, and a lot of umpires will do that now in that instance because they had the replay review. They'll let the batter make the call himself. Says, oh, it hit you? He says, yeah. Well, then go to first. But that is the call now, and there has to be something that irrefutably shows on video that was the wrong call for that to be overturned. So anyway, they're studying it. I don't think it's going to be an easy, if Dave was in the replay review command center, where this long ago have been resolved. But and I don't know, they might have something on the television side where they listen to the sounds. You know, the ball hitting your hand makes a different sound than the ball hitting the bat. So the plate umpire whose call it was, Ripperger, who he really deferred to Michael Conforto in this instance. And a lot of umpires will do that at home plate on these hard to tell hit by pitch situations. And the crew chief is alongside him, Alfonso Marquez. This Sunday, here's the call.
The call is overturned. It is not hit by pitch. The count is now 1-2. New York will retain their challenge.
All right. Dave, you got what do we have, DC, for Dave Fleming? He is our winner.
Would have been a lot faster than they were, that's for sure.
Well, that was pretty good. So now Conforto comes back to home plate. He puts the partial shin guard back over his lower right shin. He puts the armor back on the upper right arm above the elbow and around the elbow. Puts the batting gloves back on. He needs a dresser like they have in Broadway for the star player, the star actors. All right, now he's ready to stand back in there. The count is 1-2 strikes. Sean Manaea's thrown 100 pitches, 2 men on, 1 man out. The 1-2 strike pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a curveball. And that's the third straight time that Conforto has struck out against Manaea, all swinging. And here comes the manager with Jorge Soler coming up. And that's going to be the end of the day for Manaea, 4 2/3 innings. So he leaves with a 6-0 lead and does not pitch long enough to qualify for a win. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake experts. It's interesting because I think a lot of people feel like, well, what's the big deal about the win for the starting pitcher? And there's been a lot written and said that that's no longer a big deal the way it once was. But then if you ask pitchers about it, they want the win. Pitchers, I guess if you ask a pitcher whose won-loss record was, 12-14, but he had a good earned run average, he might agree that, wins are not such a big deal. But I think most pitchers, they want that win. And are generally frustrated if they don't get that final out, as Manaea was not given a chance to get that one last out. And I think Mets fans are perfectly fine with it because he was struggling all day long. His pitch count was high. And the right-handed hitter, Soler's coming up with a chance to all of a sudden project the Giants back into the game. So the manager, Carlos Mendoza, 4 years a bench coach for Aaron Boone with the Yankees, now the Mets manager in his first year. He made the call.
And I'm sure the matchup had something to do with it, but I think the pitch count just got him. That's 101 pitches, not even 5 full innings. So just not nearly efficient enough, although hard to hit. And so far, no runs allowed for Sean Manaea, but I'm sure it does bother him a little bit that he didn't get a chance to get one more out. So now they'll turn to the guy who's been their great story this year. The right-hander Reed Garrett, who's taken quite a journey through baseball to get to this point. He's not a real young guy by age. He's a young guy by big league experience. He's almost 32 years old. In 6 appearances this year, he has not given up an earned run. He's got 21 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings. He doesn't throw that hard. He's just kind of an amazing story.
So we'll get our first look at him. Jorge Soler, right-handed hitter, stands in. He swings and lifts a high pop-up. And that's the way it's been for the Giants today with men on base. Under it in shallow right, McNeil. In front of the right fielder, Taylor's got it. Well, it only took him the one pitch to get Soler. 2 more left on. Giants have stranded 7 runners and had 1 picked off in the first 5 innings. 6-0 Mets as we go to the 6th on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
From the sounds of the islands playing as you take your seat, to the Hawaii-inspired interior and cabin crew that treat you like Ohana, Hawaii starts here with Hawaiian Airlines. Enjoy that first taste of vacation with a complimentary beverage and more room to sit back, spread out, and relax. With nonstop routes to most islands from the Bay Area, including our newest route from Sacramento to Kona and Lihue, Hawaii starts here. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com to book your vacation now.
Here comes the pitch.
Johnson's dialing in with Ring Central.
Smart move. Ring Central lets you call, meet, and message all from the same app.
Johnson is really stepping up this quarter. She moves to share her screen.
And the client loves the presentation.
An excellent play by Johnson with the assist from Ring Central.
With Ring Central, you can talk to anyone, anytime, all from the same app.
Ring Central. Simpler communications.
It's a weekend of fireworks and giveaways when the Giants host the Pittsburgh Pirates at Oracle Park. The series leads off Friday, April 26th with post-game fireworks.
And goodbye!
On Saturday, April 27th, receive a New York Giants throwback jersey presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Sunday, April 28th is for the kids. Ages 14 and younger get a youth performance t-shirt presented by Bank of America. Learn more and get tickets at sfgiants.com.
The Cantina Chicken Burrito isn't just for late night, because it keeps it light with slow-roasted shredded chicken and finely shredded purple cabbage in a freshly grilled tortilla that's not shredded. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Burrito, only at Taco Bell.
Eric Miller on to pitch for the Giants in relief of Landon Roop. And a first pitch changeup, a swinging strike 1 by Tomas Nido. Also, Jung-Hoo Lee has gone in to play center field, and Tyler Fitzgerald from center to second. And Tyro Estrada is out of the game. We hope he's okay. There's a ball low, 1 ball and 1 strike to Nido, who has struck out and walked. Right-handed hitter, the pitch to Nido. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, and he chased well up out of the zone. It's 1-2. Nido has struck out and walked. Now the windup, now the pitch. Way outside with another changeup. So the Giants around the infield have Flores at first, Fitzgerald at second, Ahmed at short, Chapman at third, Conforto in left, Lee in center, Slater in right. 2-2 pitch. There's a hard one-hopper to short. Chest high grab by Ahmed, who throws him out at first. One away. This Sunday, the last game of the homestand will be the second youth baseball day of the year. Before the game against the Pirates, the first 7,500 kids 14 and under receive a youth performance T-shirt presented by Bank of America. Get your tickets now at sfgiants.com/promotions. There's a fastball up and away to Brandon Nimmo. 1 ball and no strike. And by the way, we have no reason to suspect that Thairo Estrada got hurt based on what we saw in the game. There's a called strike on the outside. At least I don't. Or if I do, I forgot what it was. But the fact that he's come out of the game here makes you wonder. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the slider in there for a called strike. 1-2. Nimmo has struck out, walked, and scored a run. And he had a base hit taken away by Thairo Estrada. Made a brilliant play on him in the fourth. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Man, that was a 99 mile-an-hour fastball after an 82 mile-an-hour slider. And Nimmo, he was halfway through the swing when the ball was in the glove of the catcher. So 2 down. Here is Starling Marte. He has struck out, lined back to the pitcher, and been thrown out on a bunt try. He takes a changeup, called a strike, 0-1. Mets 6, Giants nothing in the first half of the 6th. 2 down. Swing and a miss. High fastball at 98. Well, he's really changing speeds beautifully here. Eric Miller, 4th Giants pitcher of the game. 0-2 pitch. Way outside and high with another fastball, but that was not close. It's 1-2. Two down, nobody on. 1-2 pitch. Bouncer to short. High hop. Ahmed, who charged it, on the move, flips it over to first for the out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the last of the 6. Chapman, Bailey, and then Jung-Hoo Lee will be due up, with the Giants trailing the Mets 6-0 on the KNBR Northern California Honda.
1430 ESPN Fresno, San Francisco Giants baseball, brought to you by Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management, Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, and Solar Negotiators. At Ed Dina's Auto Center in Danuba, you can find the greatest selection of new and used award-winning cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevy, Buick, and GMC. Speaking of winning, here's Marcus McMarion to tell you more.
Hey, this is Marcus McMarion, one of your 2018 Bulldog champs, telling you listeners out there, Ed Dina's Auto Center has the best customer service in the Valley. A one-stop shop taking pride in helping you find the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams. Find out what they're all about at eddinasautocenter.com.
Imagine yourself as a business owner. You wake up one morning to your cell phone erupting with incoming calls. All your best clients and vendors are calling. You discover financial information has been leaked from you and your business. Your clients are furious. Your staff is panicking. Your business is imploding in front of your eyes. How could I have avoided this? By letting M-Cubed Technologies do the managing for you. Is your company prepared for what cybercrime is becoming? Find out more at mcubedtechnologies.com.
Come and discover the awe of the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. Curiosity, wonder, and surprises unfold around every corner. Get your tickets now for our expansive new exhibit, Kingdoms of Asia. Explore the culture, ancient temple ruins, and wildlife of Southeast Asia. See Malayan tigers, Komodo dragons, sloth bears, and more. Extended spring hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Fresno Chaffee Zoo.
1430 ESPN Fresno, San Francisco Giants baseball, brought to you by Citizens Business Bank, Fashion Furniture, Me and Ed's Pizza, and A-Plus Signs.
Matt Chapman stands in against Garrett Reed, or is it Reed Garrett? Here's the pitch, and a hard slider on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Reed Garrett.
Reed Garrett. Here's the pitch. And a called strike 2. That was more of a curveball, 84, and a little bit off the outside. Gave the call to him, and he's back to the really wide strike zone again. 0-2 the count, and Garrett pitches, and a fastball at 98 miles an hour is low.
That's like his sort of show pitch. He doesn't really use it all that often.
Yeah, why would you if it's only 98? 1-2 pitch, another 98, and that one, and that wasn't it. That was a splitter to the same spot as the fastball that he had just thrown him. And that was just nasty. And that's sort of the classic way to do it. The swinging strike 3 there by Chapman. Throw that fastball down around the knees, and then you throw that splitter to about the same spot, but then suddenly it tumbles downward. So here is Bailey. And he takes a sinker low, ball 1. 96 mile an hour sinker. Bailey has walked and ripped a single to right. That was as a right-handed hitter. He's batting lefty now. And he takes a called strike slider that came back over the outside at the belt. 1-1 the count. Bailey's he's been really impressive just as a hitter early on this year. His average is at 310. His on-base average is 382. Now he takes just off the outside with the curveball. 2-1 the count. Third baseman Beatty is almost over to shortstop. He's 50 feet off the line. Here's the pitch. And a foul back to the screen over the head of Jung-Hoo Lee, who has come out on deck. Lee, who just came on in the first half of this inning in center field, and is in the spot where Tyro Estrada had been. 2-2 the count. 6-0. The Mets are on top. And the pitch is another splitter, swung on and missed. Well, I can see where you'd want to not get to a 2-strike count with a weapon like that. So 2 down, and here is Jung-Hoo Lee. Fitzgerald on deck. And the pitch to Lee. And that's inside at 97 miles an hour, ball 1. As they were with Bailey, they're giving Lee a bunt to third base if he wants to take it. The Giants do need base runners. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down, nobody on. Garrett throws, and that one is in there. A slider at the belt for a called strike. Mets 6 runs, 6 hits with no errors. The Giants no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. And 7 left on base for the Giants. Mets have hit 2 home runs. Now a swing, and Lee lifts a high fly ball into left center. Back a little bit into his right. Bader, plenty of room. He's got it. And we're going to the 7th inning now. Lindor, then Alonso will be coming up. The Mets 6, the Giants nothing. On the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from Honda. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid.
Brought to you by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details.
Hey there, it's Brian Murphy here for the Junior Giants Car Donation Program. And did you know that more than 30,000 youth in Northern California are given the opportunity to learn life skills while playing Junior Giants baseball and softball? You can help these kids by making a tax-deductible vehicle donation. And now we accept land and real estate too. Just call 800-818-5223 or visit giantscommunityfund.org.
Go Junior Giants!
Here in the North Bay, we've always been ahead of the curve, embracing new ideas and innovations. so together we can get closer to living our best. A commitment we share at Marin Health. From innovative treatment options for virtually every bone and joint in your body to minimally invasive surgery that results in less pain and a faster recovery, our world-class team of experts will help you choose the path that's right for you, so you can get back on your feet and closer to your best health. Marin Health. World-class care, closer than you think.
What does it take to take on Alzheimer's? Courage to learn the facts and know the signs, and confidence to talk to your healthcare provider about screening and early detection. Find out how you can take on Alzheimer's at takeonalz.com.
Luke Jackson on the pitch for the Giants. We go to the seventh. The Giants trailing 6-0. After this half inning, it will be the seventh inning stretch, sponsored by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. Luke, feel the force. And now, Dave Fleming.
He's healed himself. He's back. A fastball from Luke Jackson. It's good to see him back on the mound.
They missed him.
Yeah, Giants definitely missed him. Strike one to Lindor. He's supposed to be a big part of this Giants bullpen. His 0-1 pitch is fouled back. A slider, and now it's 0-2.
30,183. 30,183. 30183. 30183.
0-2. Jackson. A little line drive, base hit into left field. He threw the slider, and Lindor just lunged after it and poked one through the left side. That was a pretty good job of hitting by Francisco Lindor. So he's aboard to start the inning with Pete Alonso coming up. This top of the seventh inning, as always, sponsored by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Got lucky sevens in your future? Here's a pitch for your next weekend getaway. Head to Cache Creek Casino Resort. Your getaway awaits. Pete Alonso takes a ball inside. Speaking of the weekend, I stumbled upon a very important San Francisco story this morning that kind of caught my attention. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Alonso takes a strike. Fastball on the outside corner.
What was it?
Apparently, the Palace of Fine Arts this weekend is hosting like a chocolate festival. Fine chocolate craft fair, something like that. Here's a ball low, 2-1. And you know, it's a great San Francisco business. Dandelion Chocolate. They have an outlet in the Ferry Building. They have a production facility down in the Mission. It's a really cool place. They're going to try to do something historic this weekend. 2-1 pitch. Alonso hits a little soft one hopper to short. Ahmed's got it to second one. Fitzgerald to first. Got him double play. Not hit that hard, but nicely turned by the Giants. Alonso hits into the double play. 2 down.
Well, what's something historic with chocolate?
Yeah, Dandelion Chocolate is going to attempt this weekend to enter into the Guinness Book of World Records for the world's biggest s'more. Right here in San Francisco.
Well, we better get over there then.
Here's a slider on the outside for a called strike. 7 feet by 7 feet. That's how big this s'more is going to be. It's going to weigh 421 pounds. Here's the fastball up and away. Apparently, to get the record, the graham cracker has to be, you can't just like take a bunch of graham crackers and stick them together. It has to be all one baked graham cracker. That's like part of qualifying for the record. Here's a strike on the outside, 1-2.
Would they have to make 1 7 by 7 chocolate bar?
The chocolate bar is going to weigh 150 pounds. Here's a slider low.
That's a chocolate bar.
Yeah. And Dandelion Chocolate, it's the best. So that's a lot of pretty good chocolate. The marshmallow, they said, was going to weigh 105 pounds.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
From the old Ghostbusters 2.
But in real life, this weekend, we'll see if they can get it done. I wish them good luck. Brett Beatty waiting for the 1-2. He pokes one past the mound toward the middle. Over to his left, Ahmed has it, throws to first in time to get Beatty, and that turns into a nice return to the mound for Luke Jackson. One hit, and nobody left on base. All right, seventh inning stretch time here in San Francisco. Giants have a lot of work to do. They trail 6-0 on the KNBR Northern California Honda deal.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Conquest Media Group. Getting your business noticed online. Google Conquest Media Group today.
Protecting your deposited funds has never been more important. At FFB, we provide a simple and safe way to ensure your deposits by the FDIC. For deposits that exceed the $250,000 FDIC limit, FFB offers ICS, Insured Cash Sweep, and CEDAR, Certificate of Deposit Registry Service. These programs extend FDIC protection across the full value of your deposits. Rather than dealing with multiple banks, you will work directly with FFB. For more information about ICS and CEDARs, contact us at ffb.bank.
Welcome to the grand opening of Sleep Retreat, now inside Fashion Furniture, where you'll find Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster packages that include a free set of sheets, 2 pillows, and a mattress protector valued at $400 with any purchase over $19.99. Plus, ask about 24 months of free financing. Wait till you see the selection of the best-selling mattresses, free gifts, and free financing during the grand opening of Sleep Retreat inside Fashion Furniture on El Paso across from River Park.
John Masters is the hero of his household. He called locally owned Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating to keep his house running smoothly with a freshly serviced HVAC unit and a few commercial plumbing repairs. Yes, at Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, you, the customer, are the hero of the story. Get that feeling of satisfaction from a job well done with professional, friendly, and fast service. Give Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating a call today at 559-632-9400.
CLN 635355.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Pioneer Equipment, Mega Prints, Fresno First Bank, and Bowman & Associates.
Reed Garrett's still in this game. Giants hitters might not be happy about that. 6-0 Mets, bottom 7, and strike 1 to Tyler Fitzgerald, who stays in, takes one in the dirt. That's like the slider as opposed to the cutter. Taylor Rogers warming up in the Giants bullpen. Luke Jackson with a nice inning of work. Tyler Fitzgerald 0 for 2 today. 1-1 pitch. He hits a high drive deep left field. Going back on the ball and still going back at the wall, looking up. It is gone. Nemo just ran out of room, and Tyler Fitzgerald takes Reed Garrett deep. That seems impossible these days, how good he's been. There's the first run for the Giants. Fitzgerald's got a homer. It's 6-1. That's got to feel good for him. Launched that one way up in the air, and it just kept carrying. He knew it hit it hard. The question was it too high? Answer, no. Up over that straightaway left field wall. Here's a breaking ball. Called a strike to Nick Ahmed. So still a lot of outs for the Giants. This game's not over. 6-1. You got the top of the order coming up next. Mets bullpen is quiet. The 0-1 pitch. Ahmed swings and misses. The slider, strike 2. Home Run Tracker, sponsored by Comcast Business. We're ready when you are to unlock what's possible for your business. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. 381 feet. 102 off the bat. Exit velocity for Tyler Fitzgerald. He's got to feel good. Been kind of a frustrating day and week for him. Here's the pitch to Ahmed. He swings and misses. Strike 3. So Garrett gets another strikeout. Fitzgerald's had a couple of doubles and a triple, but that's his first home run of the year. 1 out, and now it'll be Lamont Wade Jr., not Austin Slater. Slater drew a walk and had a hit today, so maybe not a perfect day for Slater, but maybe some positives to try to get his season going. Lamont Wade's had a good start to his year. Left-handed hitter against the righty Reed Garrett. The pitch is right in there. That's that. The StatCast is calling it a slider. It's 91 miles an hour, and it looks more like a cutter. It's a pitch he's using a ton. 0-1 off the outside. Ball one. That was the split again. Reed Garrett, he's got 3 more strikeouts today. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Wade. He went after the 4-seam fastball. It's 1-2. So he's got 24 strikeouts in what, 14 innings? Not even. It's a lot of strikeouts for this guy. 1-2 to Wade. The pitch. Well off the outside. That splitter kind of hung up and away.
The 12 1/3 innings, 24 strikeouts.
A lot of strikeouts. 2-2. Wade started, then held up. Mets asked for the appeal. Denied. No swing. So credit Lamont. He's never seen this guy. The Giants have never seen him before. He's almost 32 years old. He has a little big league experience. 3-2 pitch is pulled on the ground toward first, but foul.
Wow, threw him the splitter on a 3-2 count. So he's supremely confident in that pitch. And why not? He's also only allowed 6 hits, including that home run.
He was drafted all the way back in 2014, a long time ago. 3-2 pitch is low, ball 4. And maybe more inside than low. It was dropped by Nito. That might have cost Reed Garrett the strike call. Wade takes the walk. That's a 1-out base runner for the Giants with Wilmer Flores coming up.
It's also only the 4th walk he's allowed, which compared to 24 strikeouts is rather notable.
Excellent strikeout to walk ratio. Huge number of strikeouts in total. Hard to hit. He's just been dominant. The run he allowed on the Fitzgerald home run, that's the first run he's allowed this year. Now a ball down and away to Wilmer. Well, the Giants still have time, especially if they could manage to get a couple runs across here in the 7th. They've already scored here in the 7th. Get a little closer, put some more pressure on that Mets bullpen. Adam Ottavino is up, warming up now. Wilmer takes a strike on the outside. That cutter. Count is 1-1. Reed Garrett, he comes from that baseball powerhouse, the Virginia Military Academy. And it was really Virginia Military Institute, VMI. 1-1 pitch. That's a strike. Wow, slider. Wilmer didn't think so. It's 1-2. Not many big leaguers have come from VMI over the years. Wade at first, 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Flores takes low. Good take on the split. Michael Conforto, the former Met, who's just thrilled that Sean Manaea is not in the game any longer. He's waiting on deck. 2-2 pitch. Wilmer strikes out swinging. Slider got him. So another strikeout for Reed Garrett. 2 down. And up comes Conforto. Flex membership allows you to pick the games you want and the number of tickets needed, starting at just $499. Totally flexible. You get membership perks. Flex members get 2-for-1 ticket pricing. Games now through the end of May. sfgiants.com/flex. So now Conforto 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts today against Manaea. He takes a strike on the outside. Backdoor cutter, 0-1. He's had a good series. He had a really nice game last night, Conforto did. See if he can get into one against Garrett here. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Good block by Nito. That keeps Wade over at first base. Tyler Fitzgerald's home run has the Giants on the board. They still trail 6-1. Here in the last of the 7th, Jorge Soler is out on deck. Garrett has now thrown 33 pitches. He throws here, and Conforto lines this one to left field. That's going to be a hit. Nimmo will cut it off on one bounce. Wade is digging for third. The throw coming in towards second. It's well offline without a whole lot on it, and Conforto slides in with a 2-out double. The Giants with another hit against Reed Garrett and an extra base hit, and that's going to knock him out of the game. Adam Ottavino has been warming up. He looks like he's ready, and I think the Mets are going to make the change right here to get Ottavino in to face Jorge Soler. So the pitching change coming up for the Mets. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. It's the worst results that Reed Garrett has gotten all year long. 2 unearned runs in 10 2/3 innings with all those strikeouts and so few base runners. And the Giants, even though he did end up striking out 4 Giants hitters in his 2 innings of work, Giants with a couple of hits, both extra base hits, a walk, and 1 run already in, and he's responsible for the 2 runners in scoring position with Soler coming up to face Ottavino. The attendance here this afternoon, 30,183. And it's been a spirited crowd, but just kind of waiting for something to really get loud about. Maybe this is the chance here. Attendance sponsored by the Contra Costa County Office of the Sheriff. Apply for your new career in law enforcement at cocosheriff.org. So Adam Ottavino has been around a long time. He's had a good start to this year for the Mets. 8 1/3 innings, only 4 hits allowed for him with 14 strikeouts and no walks for Ottavino. They've got some crazy good bullpen numbers, the Mets do. It's been a big reason why they've had a solid start to the year. Their bullpen, by some measures, has been the best bullpen in the National League. Reed Garrett and Adam Ottavino, and then the closer Edwin Diaz, who's back healthy and looking like his old self. Those have been the 3 top weapons for the Mets out of the pen.
And we remember Ottavino from years ago with the Colorado Rockies, and he was always a guy that had wipeout kind of stuff, especially a big sweeping slider that could just destroy right-handed hitters. But he also was sort of infamous for being really wild. And he kind of took matters into his own hand. He did his own sort of a drive line kind of a thing. Bought his own cameras and computer equipment and set up himself in Harlem in New York City. He's a New Yorker. And retaught himself a different delivery and better stuff, better control. And he's pitched for both New York teams.
Soler, first pitch swinging, fouls one back. He got that first pitch slider toward the outside corner and fouled it back for strike 1. Soler has walked and popped out twice. So he's had a quiet series. This would be a great time for Soler to put a charge into one. Second and third, 2 down. Ottavino holding at the belt. Now pitching. Soler takes a strike. Wow. Pitcher friendly right at the knees, right on the outside corner. It's 0-2. That's perfect pitch. Now Soler in an 0-2 hole. The 2-strike pitch on the way. That is strike 3 called right on the outside corner. Ottavino strikes out Soler. The Giants get the 1 run. They had a chance for more, but only the 1 on the Tyler Fitzgerald home run. On to the 8th inning. It's still 6-1 Mets on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
Grilling season has arrived, and Rayleigh's and Nob Hill have sizzling savings for your cookouts. This week, make restaurant-quality burgers at home with an amazing deal on fresh ground beef. Just click your digital member deal online or in the Rayleigh's app to get large packs of 3 pounds or more Rayleigh's fresh 80% lean ground beef for only $2.97 a pound, limit 2 packs. And delicious Washington-grown Fuji or Opal apples are on sale for just 97 cents a pound. That's savings you can count on. Only at Rayleigh's and Nob Hill.
Very few things travel farther than a splash hit. The first ever all-electric Chevy Blazer EV with an available EPA estimated 324-mile range and rear-wheel drive on RS is one of them. With its impressive range and 17.7-inch diagonal touchscreen, it's why the Chevy Blazer EV is the 2024 Motor Trend SUV of the Year. Chevrolet, official sponsor of the San Francisco Giants. Range on a full charge. Actual range may vary based on several factors, including ambient temperature, terrain, battery age and condition, loading, and how you use and maintain your vehicle.
Hey, it's Dwayne Kuiper stepping out of the broadcast booth to share my thoughts about Golden State. When you visit goldenstatelumber.com, you'll be amazed at how you can visit a window and door showroom by clicking Take a Virtual Tour. It's a 360-degree view as if you're standing in the middle of their showroom. Here's a quick tip from Kuip. Save time, start online. goldenstatelumber.com. Since 1954, Golden State, when you succeed, we succeed.
At Hawaiian Airlines, Hawaii starts with the sound of the islands that welcome you aboard and more room to sit back, spread out, and relax. With nonstop routes to most islands from the Bay Area, including new routes from Sacramento to Kona and Lihue, Hawaii starts here. Visit hawaiianairlines.com to book your vacation now.
New pitcher for the Giants. It's the left-hander Taylor Rogers out of the bullpen. Giants get a run, but still down 6-1 as we go to the 8th. Taylor Rogers takes over. Walker, Jelly, Roop, Miller, Jackson, and now Rogers. 6-1 Mets. Here's John Miller.
All right, Dave, and there's a called strike to Tyrone Taylor, and he's been one of the big bats for the Mets today. He hit a solo homer back in the 4th inning to deep left center. Then he had a 2-run double in the 5th. That was really a backbreaker. Now he dribbles one out in front of the plate. Out to get it. Bailey snaps the throw to first. In time with Flores taking the throw for the putout. So after all of that heavy-duty run producing by Taylor, that one did not get more than 6 or 7 feet out in front of home plate. So one away. Here is Jeff McNeil. McNeil, a left-handed batter, has grounded out to first, flied out deep to center, and then he ripped a single to right, knocking in a run his last time. Now he swings, and he has another base hit into right center field. Hustling over the new right fielder, Wade. He has to angle back for it and is near the warning track before he can pick it up. And heading for second is McNeil. He's got a double. They're going right after Taylor Rogers here.
It's been a very unusual part of the start of his season because so often he's really tough on lefties, and lefties have been hitting him so far this year.
Now, Harrison Bader, a right-handed hitter, and a fastball for a called strike on the outside. Double for McNeil. He's at second. And the second double for the Mets to go with 2 homers. Now a curveball is outside. Mets go home after this game. And they play the St. Louis Cardinals over the weekend at Citi Field. Giants will be there next month. Now here's another curve, and that's a swinging strike. Breaking in on the hands of Harrison Bader. Bader has lined out to center, been safe on an error by Matt Chapman, and he has struck out 0 for 3. Runner at second, 1 out, 6-1, the Mets lead. The pitch. Swing, and there's a fly ball along the right field line. A long run for Wade. He runs out of room in the corner, and the ball goes foul. He had that short wall that comes right out next to the foul line there, where you risk injury if you just keep on going. So he's slowed up with that wall, looking like an injury hazard right in front of him. And then the ball dropped right next to the wall on the dirt. So it's 1-2 now to Bader. Pitch on the way. Fouled back to the screen. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network. One ball, 2 strikes to Bader. Runner at second. And there's a liner down the left field line. Foul. Now Now, Dave, here's the call of the game, sponsored by Ring Central. AI first communications you can trust. And I'm going with your call of the home run by Tyler Fitzgerald. Brilliant, vivid. Word pictures. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Broken back ground ball to short. Charged by Ahmed. Sidearms it over to first for the out with McNeil taking third. 2 down.
Tyler definitely gets some sort of award just for figuring out a way to get to Reed Garrett.
Well, we'll give him credit for the drive of the game.
Perfect. Sponsored
by your Bay Area Chevy dealers. Visit BayAreaChevroletDealers.com and tell them Tyler Fitzgerald sent you. 2 down here. Tomas Nido and the pitch. And that's a slider over the outside for a called strike. Nido has struck out, walked, and grounded out to short. Mets 6, Giants 1, 8th inning. The left-hander, Rogers throws, and a slider low and inside for a ball. Giants have the day off tomorrow before the Pittsburgh Pirates come in for a 3-game weekend series. Pirates are home right now. They have a game tonight against Milwaukee at PNC Park. There's the ball inside, 2-1. Pirates, they've gotten off to a real good start, although they struggled a little more recently. They did beat the Brewers last night, though. 13 wins, 11 losses. 2-1 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. That broke down and in very sharply. That was a good one. And it's a 2-2 count. Giants and the Buccos over the weekend. 7:15 Friday, 6:05 Saturday. Day game on Sunday. 2-2 pitch. Bounced off the fist back toward the mound. Coming down to field it. Rogers spins around and throws him out at first. And ladies and gentlemen, this first half of the 8th inning is over. We go to the last half of the 8th. Chapman, Bailey, and Lee do up for the Giants, who trail 6-1 on the KNBR Northern California Honda deal.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Patrick James Men's Apparel, Fresno Rack and Shelving, and M Cubed Technologies.
Ever wonder where those large box stores get their green and orange racks? How about equipment or auto parts store shelving? Well, you guessed it. Fresno Rack made it right here in California. Since 1987, Fresno Rack and Shelving has been helping school districts, businesses, cities, and counties, basically any market anywhere, increase their warehouse storage with industrial racking and parts shelving that last a lifetime. Call, visit, or click FresnoRack.com today.
Associates, your crop insurance specialists. You can't rely on the weather, but you can sure rely on us. We can help you get the protection you need. Bowman and Associates, your crop insurance specialists.
Contact Kent A. Bowman, California license number 0B51250. Call 559-499-2020.
At Citizens Business Bank, we've been taking a personal approach to banking for over 40 years and are consistently recognized as one of the top performing banks in the nation. Hi, I'm Susan Woosner, Senior Vice President and Manager of Citizens Business Bank in Fresno. We believe in the importance of building long-lasting and genuine relationships with our customers. We want to provide you with the solutions you need to grow your business because your success is our success. Citizens Business Bank, member FDIC.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Thiessen Duker Modern Wealth Management, Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating, and Solar Negotiators.
Matt Chapman leads off last of the 8th inning, and Adam Ottavino throws him a sinker in for a called strike. 0-1. Chapman has lined a single, flied out to right center, and struck out. 1 for 3 in the game. Right-hander against right-hander. Ottavino throws, and he gets the called strike with a big, wide-breaking slider on the outside. With some, a couple of inches off the corner, it appeared. 0-2 the count. Patrick Bailey on deck. Ottavino to the plate. And a fastball is well off the outside. 1-2. Mitch White, just acquired a few days ago by the Giants, is now warming up in the bullpen. The Mets lead the Giants 6-1. We're in the last of the 8th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Bounced foul back behind the plate. Gave him a changeup that time on the inside. Down in Anaheim on the Toyota scoreboard, Baltimore has a 6-3 lead over the Angels now. Gunnar Henderson, Rookie of the Year in the American League last year, hit a home run. Now there's one way outside. Fastball missing badly off the corner. 2-2. Henderson, he's got 8 home runs already this year for Baltimore. They have so much outstanding young talent. 2-2 the count. The pitch on the way. Slider popped up foul and back out of play. So Chapman stays alive here against one of the real toughest right-handed sliders in the game. It's got such a big break to it. And Ottavino again sets, throws. Ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly there by McNeil. And he throws him out at first, one away. And now Patrick Bailey will come up. St. Louis beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-1 on the Toyota scoreboard. In the National League, best record in the league is Atlanta. They're 16-6, and yet only a 2-game lead over the Phillies. Phillies are 15-9. There's a swinging strike. A cutter down and in the count is 0-1. Bailey, switch hitter, batting left-handed, has walked, single to right. Each of those trips to the plate was as a right-handed hitter. He struck out batting lefty in the 6th. Now he takes one way inside and low. A changeup that rolls away from the catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillies play in Cincinnati tonight. The Reds are a game and a half out in the Central. Milwaukee leads the Central by a half game over the Cubs. 1.5 over Cincinnati, and then 2 over the Pirates, who come here over the weekend. 1-1 pitch, and a big sweeping breaking ball, a swinging strike. It's 1-2. Cubs are 14-9, a half game back of the Brewers in the Central. The Cubs play at home against Houston. Houston is 7-17. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside. 2 down. And with all that excellent sharp breaking stuff, he throws pretty good fastball as well. The best record in either league right now belongs to Cleveland. They're 17-6 in the American League Central. Yankees atop the East, 16-8. A half game over the Orioles. There's a ball outside. We kind of keep closer tabs. For a long time, the interleague play, you've played one division each year in the other league, and that was it. Now you play every team every year. The 1-0 pitch, and Lee takes 2 high. 2-0. Jung-Hoo Lee hit a fly ball to left center in the 6th inning. He was not in the original lineup. He came on in the first half of the 6th when Thairo Estrada was taken out of the game. We haven't received any word about him from the clubhouse. There's a high sinker for a called strike. 2-1 now to Jung-Hoo Lee. 2 down, nobody on. Giants trail 6-1 here in the 8th inning. Ottavino comes in. Swing and a miss. That was that cutter right in under the hands of Jung-Hoo Lee. 2-2 the count. San Diego plays at Colorado tonight. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Little broken bat roller foul off to the left. That was that bigger, slower slider, and he hit it right off the end of the bat. A big shard, a transverse shard of the barrel into the bat was shaved off. 2-2 the count. Padres 13-13. second place in the West of the National League. They play the Rockies. The knuckleballer Waldron up against Ty Block, the former Giant, in that game on the Toyota scoreboard. 2-2 pitch, and that is too high with a fastball, and now it's a full count, 3-2. Giants down 6-1, 8th inning, 2 down and nobody on. And Jung-Hoo Lee trying to get something going here. And Ottavino pitches. Whoa, way inside and low, and that almost hit him. And Lee just did get out of the way. Fans didn't like it. That was down and in, and he just threw his feet away from that and fell straight down. It like sort of took his feet out from under him. So he's aboard with a walk. And here's Tyler Fitzgerald. He's accounted for the Giants' only run of the day, a home run in the 7th inning. He had a lot of home runs in the minor leagues last year. Right-handed hitter, and Ottavino pitches, and that's a called strike. He has really, against the righties especially, he's been able to hit that outside right on the black time after time with this fastball. Now the stretch. Lee away from first, and there's the breaking ball way off the outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Nick Ahmed is on deck. Yankees will play at home against Oakland. The Athletics, who beat the Yankees on Monday there. That series is even at a game apiece. The pitch. Oh, that hit him. Did that hit him or hit the bat? No, it hit the bat. Way inside from Ottavino, but apparently, and there was no deke by Fitzgerald. It hit right off the knob of the bat. There's no question about it. He chokes up a little bit. Stung his hands, I'm sure. Two and two, so that would have been ball 3, but it hit the knob of his bat. Foul ball. 2 down, runner at first. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. Fastball on the outside. The sinker came back. Another called third strike against the Giants. We go to the 9th inning now. The Giants are behind in this game 6-1, and Mitch White will come in for the bullpen to make his Giants debut on the KNBR Northern California Honda Dealers Radio Network.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile Honda CR-V or Accord, all from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on the 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on the 2024 CR-V.
Brought to you by Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details based on 2023 brand image words from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
This is Vanessa Deniston, senior attorney at the Dolan Law Firm.
The Dolan Law Firm handles a diverse line of cases from personal injury to employment law.
We're proud to say the Dolan Law Firm is just as diverse in our attorneys and staff. The Dolan Law Firm consistently achieves outstanding results with over $1 billion in verdicts and settlements.
The Dolan Law Firm, the best, most diverse personal injury and employment law firm we hope you'll never need.
Contact us at dolanlawfirm.com.
Dignity Health here, official healthcare provider of the San Francisco Giants. Winning is always a team sport, powered by great, dedicated fans. When everyone is all in, magic happens at the ballpark. When it comes to healthcare, the Dignity Health team at Dominican Hospital is all in too. Every day, the healthcare professionals at Dominican Hospital in Santa Cruz are ready to deliver exceptional, compassionate care to you and your family. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
This is Larry Flick, owner of the Floor Store. Our spring clearance sale, now until April 29th, means up to 50% off store-wide. 18 months free financing, plus standard furniture moving at no charge. Go to floorstores.com for directions. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
We got a new Giant on the mound now, Mitch White. And And the right-hander throws too high for ball one to Brandon Nimmo. White, a Bay Area product, born in San Jose. Guess where he lives now in the offseason? San Jose. Guess where he went to college? Santa Clara. He was a Bronco. There's a ball outside. Curveball missing. Mitch White out of Santa Clara. 2016 was his last year there. Now he misses high, ball three. Now, I think the Giants are a little... They know what they've got with Mitch White and what they expect, but maybe not as sure what to expect right this moment because he hadn't pitched in, 12 days. Now the 3-0 pitch, in for a called strike. He was an all-West Coast Conference freshman team member when he was first starting at Santa Clara. Here's the pitch now. Foul out of play. And Nimmo has a count of 3-2. Nimmo is 0 for 3 with a walk. Before that, in San Jose, he went to Bellarmine. And then he missed his senior season at Bellarmine because he had Tommy John surgery. 3-2 pitch. Outside. He has walked Nimmo to start the inning. So, the last I heard, Dave, he had a lot of family and friends that they were going to be here this whole series after the Giants acquired him. Here now is Starling Marte, right-hander against right-hander, and White to the plate throws a called strike. The Dodgers drafted him in the second round out of Santa Clara, 2016. And we used to see him with the Dodgers on occasion, and I think the Giants were always impressed by him. Now there's a fly ball in the right center field. In and quickly to his right comes Lamont Wade Jr., the right fielder, to make the catch. Off the end of the bat there by Marte, Nimmo went back to first. So here comes Lindor. He'd been with the Dodgers, got up for the first time in 2020, then again in 2021 and 22. And then in 22, he got traded to the Blue Jays. Here is a called strike to Lindor, switch hitter, batting left-handed. That was just a lot of prospects that were exchanged, as well as Mitch White. The Blue Jays really wanted him. There's a ground ball foul on the first base side. But last year he got into 10 games and then but spent most of last year on the injured list with the Blue Jays. He had right elbow inflammation for right at the start of the season and didn't get to the big leagues off the injured list till June the 6th. Now he throws a curveball and hangs it up and away. 1-2 to Lindor. Mitch White, 6 feet 3 inches tall, and he is now 29 years old. 1-2 pitch. Fastball around the outside, but too high. 2-2. In his big league career, he pitched 161 innings before this year. 164 hits, 142 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch is lifted foul, out of play, off to the left. He's always had good stuff. And there were some stories, and you hear stories, you don't know, because nobody really talks about it for the record, but the Giants weren't the only team that was trying to get him from the Blue Jays this year. The 2-2 pitch, smashed foul down the right field line, back into the crowd, and there were some stories that the Dodgers were also trying to get him for the Blue Jays as well. Two pitch, half swing foul coming back and off the facing of the second deck right down below us.
Well, I think he's really happy to be here. I think he's highly motivated to pitch for the team he grew up rooting for. He's a massive Giants fan, came to a lot of games, came to World Series games all those years. A
local guy. 2-2 pitch. And a curveball in the dirt, and now it's a full count. So he's got all of that excitement. It can make you feel like a rookie again, coming home to pitch for the hometown team that you grew up rooting for. And he hadn't pitched in 12 days. 3-2 pitch. There's a drive into deep right field, and Lindor has gotten another one. His second home run of the game. Up onto the arcade above the 365-foot marker, and it is 8-1 Mets. Great at bat for Lindor. He just would not go down, and then finally he got a fat one. I don't know if that was a changeup or what. It was a hanger though, and he crushed it. So it's a 2-home-run game. Lindor had 2 home runs this year before today. Here's Alonso, and a big swing and a miss on a slider, and the count is 0-1. Slider that was down. Here it is, and a swinging strike, 0-2. 3 home runs total for the Mets in this game. 2 of them by Lindor, accounting for 5 of their 8 runs. Here's the pitch, and Alonso hits a high drive into right center, the big part of the yard. Plenty of room, though, for Lamont Wade Jr. back near the warning track, and he's got it. Two-homer game for Francisco Lindor, and he's been a guy he's hit a lot of home runs in his career. The Mets are not surprised, and Cleveland Guardians fans wouldn't be surprised. Now the pitch just off the outside with a slider to Beatty. Lindor has had years where he hit as many as 38 home runs. He's hit 30 or more several times in his career. There's a ground ball foul on the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike to Beatty. Lindor, 2018, hit 38 homers for Cleveland. The next year hit 32. 2017 hit 33. So he's always been a big power threat. There's a called strike. 2023, just last year, he hit 31 home runs. Francisco Lindor, and he's always been in the Gold Glove conversation as well. And sure, there's a line drive over the head of Tyler Fitzgerald at second, and that's a base hit. Beatty scalded that one for his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 4 plus a walk. And now Tyrone Taylor, who's having a big day, a homer and a double and 3 runs batted in. He'll come up. Francisco Lindor, he's 30 years old now. There's a ball low. And he got out to just a really horrible start this year. He just could not get a hit. What did he have, like, I don't know, 2 hits and 40 at-bats or something terrible like that. Ground ball to third, gloved by Chapman. Here's the throw to first. Taylor is out, and the inning is over. Lindor had gotten out of that terrible slump the last week or so, and in a big way here today. Lindor's had a 4-hit game, including 2 homers and 4 runs batted in. We head to the last half of the ninth inning. The Giants are trailing now 8-1 with Ahmed, Wade, and Flores due up on the KNBR Northern California Honda.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Citizens Business Bank, Fashion Furniture, Me and Ed's Pizza, and A+ Signs.
Come and discover the awe of the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. Curiosity, wonder, and surprises unfold around every corner. Get your tickets now for our expansive new exhibit, Kingdoms of Asia. Explore the culture, ancient temple ruins, and wildlife of Southeast Asia. See Malayan tigers, Komodo dragons, sloth bears, and more. Extended spring hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Fresno Chaffee Zoo.
It would be a bit of an understatement to say there are plenty of men's clothing brands out there. At Patrick James, we're a bit biased. We offer comfortable, high-quality clothing at very competitive prices. Patrick James delivers impeccable classic looks that keep your wardrobe moving forward in a confident, modern direction. See for yourself online or come into our store on 780 West Shaw to find the style and brands you're looking for at Patrick James.
Hey, this is Mikey Keene, your Fresno State QB. If you're a farmer, the quality of your equipment to get the job done can make or break your workday, maybe even your entire season. Luckily, Pioneer Equipment carries an extensive selection of Kubota, Land Pride, and Nelson parts. Let the helpful experts at Pioneer Equipment help all you Valley farmers stay on track until your harvest day. Need service done? Pioneer Equipment also provides services for all your favorite Kubota, Land Pride, and Nelson equipment. Visit Pioneer Equipment at 2545 South Sarah Street in Fresno today.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Conquest Media Group. Getting your business noticed online. Google Conquest Media Group today. 1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Pioneer Equipment, Mega Prints, Fresno First Bank, and Bowman & Associates.
Introducing the Sidebar, a brand new open-air beer garden at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill in River Park. Experience a new way to catch a game, hang with friends, and enjoy new appetizers, char-grilled burgers, salads, wings with over 10 house-made sauces, and of course, world-famous Me and Ed's pizza. Thirsty? Try our self-poured taps with over a dozen craft beers, wine, ciders, and craft seltzers. Plus a full bar with an impressive selection of tequilas, whiskeys, and craft cocktails. The Sidebar at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill, now open in River Park.
My name is Sergio. I'm a business development officer at FFB. Personally, I think that FFB means full service for businesses. We are a full service commercial bank, which means that we can offer businesses everything from checking accounts and savings accounts to loans to payment solutions. With all these options, FFB is sure to have exactly what you're looking for. On top of our services, you get a team that truly cares about you, your business goals, and your future. That's why we're committed to making sure you get the right services that are specific to your unique needs. That's my FFB.
At Ed Dina's Auto Center in Dinuba, you can find the greatest selection of new and used award-winning cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevy, Buick, and GMC. Speaking of winning, here's Marcus McMarion to tell you more.
Hey, this is Marcus McMarion, one of your 2018 Bulldog champs, telling you listeners out there, Ed Dina's Auto Center has the best customer service in the Valley. A one-stop shop taking pride in helping you find the car, truck, or SUV of your dreams. Find out what they're all about at eddinasautocenter.com.
You know how they say winter is coming? Hey, summer is coming.
Things are heating up, and energy bills are on the rise. Bill Power is here and wants that high summer bill you pay to be normal. But my friend the sun can let you cool off,
Even though I'm really hot.
Okay, moving on, son.
I admit, I heat things up in your house, but I'm not the problem. I'm actually the solution.
Get your solar installed now and avoid paying high summer bills. Call Solar Negotiators to start today. Your lifetime energy partner.
1430 ESPN Fresno. San Francisco Giants baseball brought to you by Patrick James Men's Apparel, Fresno Rack and Shelving, and M Cubed Technologies.
There's a called strike down to Lamont Wade Jr. They brought Tommy Trumpet into Citi Field a couple of years ago, and he did it live when Diaz was coming into a game, and that was a cool scene there at Citi Field. 1-1 pitch now. Wade lifts a foul off the left field line that will drop back in the crowd. 1-2 the count. Tommy, is he from Spain? maybe from Europe. Here's the pitch now in the dirt for a ball. I guess I could have looked him up before I started talking about him on the air.
Close personal friend of yours?
I call him Tommy. 2-2 the count to... No, if I met him, I'd call him Mr. Trumpet. There's a swing and a broken back ground ball. Diving into shallow right is McNeil, and then he jumps to his feet and slips as he makes the hurried throw. He throws wildly. The ball did not go anywhere near the glove of Pete Alonso. It was backed up by Nito, the catcher over near the Mets dugout. It's a base hit for Lamont Wade Jr. Excellent play by McNeil to get to the ball, but the rest of it didn't go so well. So Wade has walked and singled since he got in the game, and here is Wilmer Flores. He blasts one down the left field line, deep into the corner, and it's off the car. The carom is played by Nimmo. Here comes the relay to second, and out at second is Wilmer Flores. He was going for the double. The ball hit so hard off that first car and that advertisement on the left field wall that Nimmo grabbed it quickly and immediately relayed it to Lindor, and then Lindor flipped it to second to McNeil, and Wilmer was out. If you just tuned in, that's the way the day is gone for the Giants. So it's a single for Wilmer, even though he just crushed it. And thrown out, trying to stretch it into a double. Left fielder to the shortstop to the second baseman. Now a swinging strike by Conforto after a first pitch ball. It's 1-1.
I know our primary job is to actually describe the game, but I feel like we can't leave this hanging out there. Tommy Trumpet?
Yes.
From Australia.
From Australia?
Australia.
Wow. Yeah. Interesting.
I knew it wasn't Spain, but I didn't want to correct you if I didn't know exactly.
Well, I was close. It's the same planet. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Wade, and it's 8-2 Mets. So that's an error on Pete Alonso. He tried to underhand Diaz, and he threw it over his head. Diaz made a leap, and it ticked off the very edge of his glove.
Forget Tommy Trumpet. They need the sad trombone.
And it's not even Tommy, it's Timmy.
Timmy. Yeah. I knew that.
I had the wrong continent and the wrong name, even. No wonder he was never into me calling him Tommy.
Tommy's from Spain. Timmy is from...
Here's the runner going from first. They were not holding him, and Soler hits a ground ball foul. Strike two now to Soler. Stage name. That was his stage name, Timmy Trumpet.
His given name is Tim Smith.
Narco is the name of that song that they use. There's the runner going. The ball is grounded to second. That's picked up by McNeil. He throws over to first, doesn't throw it away, and the game is over. Soler now 0 for 4 with a walk. The Giants get an unearned run here in the ninth inning as they are beaten by the New York Mets 8-2. Here is the game summary now. Sponsored by Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. Save more money on the flavors you love and find better deals for your budget at Rayleigh's and Nob Hill. And mention Timmy Trumpet when you go in there. Tommy? Don't know him. Anyway, the Mets had 8 runs on 10 hits, including home runs by Lindor, his third with a man aboard. Taylor, his second, a solo. And Lindor again with a man aboard. Lindor had a 4-hit game and 2 homers and 4 batted in. The Mets made the one error on what was starting to look like the final play of the game, except then the error kept the game going. The Mets led 7 runners on base. The Giants had 2 runs on 8